Jabber Elite 85T. Control the noise you block out with advanced active noise cancellation for supreme sounding music and calls. Jabber Elite 85T. Accept no compromise.
Hello, hello. How we doing? How's life? Shade, Kohai, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Five minutes to go. I'm excited. Cole, do you even like this game? Have you? I think you've seen me play it for like a handful of seconds. Are you gonna get it though? I mean, it's just DOS 2 5e on crack. So, do I remember Pogs? I do remember Pogs, of course. That was like cool when I was a kid, but I was too poor to play with them. So like Pogs were my like Pokemon cards when I was a kid, right? It was dumb as fuck. Pogs and Tech Decks. Remember Tech Deck, Shade? So what are we expecting today? We're excited for a few things. We're excited for new class reveal. With all the vines and all the stuff going on here, I'm expecting Druid. I don't really care for Druid in D&D. What I want is Barbarian multi-classing. That's what I want to see. I'm also hoping that maybe they raise the level cap. That'd be really cool. And then companion reveal. So if they release a new class, I feel like they'll probably release a new companion to be part of the class. So like, you know, every class has a companion or a follower you can have that follows you around and does stuff like that. I'm not expecting an expansion of Act 1. I'm not expecting any new details of the game beyond Act 1. But it's going to be 2 hours long. So I have no idea why they're going to have this thing be 2 hours. Unless they're covering some really big stuff. They've had 2 major patches since the early access released, and they haven't done this. The last time they did a From Hell panel was when they announced the early access, and they also were talking about they were talking about the player agency aspect and how many dialogue lines there were and how big it was. That's what they. That's why they did the from Hell panel. So I have no idea why they're doing this for 2 hours. Oh yeah, yeah, 100%, dude. Tech decks with little fingers. I had friends that could do kick flips and pop shove-its and all types of actual tricks with their fingers, and they had like the half pipe and all that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, that's cool. I'm gonna eat an onion real fast because I'm poor. That's my life growing up. So yeah. As they would need them later in life, Jesus Christ. But why'd you bring up Pog, Shade? Oh man. I'm actually pretty excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. Cole, we didn't get Valheim. We have a server now for it. It came with the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Interesting. So the original Baldur's Gate, like Baldur's Gate 1. Yeah, I can find my fucking Steam. So you mean like Baldur's Gate? This Baldur's Gate came with your D&D movie? Yes, Co. I rented a server. It's up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week now. For at least the next month. Dude, it's so good, Cole. It really is, man. It's so good. $19, man. That's all it would take. But it's so good. Last night, I lost everything. But shh. It's all the fan art they've done. This is really cool. I love Larian, man. They're so fucking kind to fans. Did the bosses get harder? I don't know, Cole. I haven't played the third boss yet. Or fought the third boss yet. The world got harder last night. Ask Shade what happened. He'll tell you. I rage quit last night. I rage quit the game last night, man. But I want to play so bad right now. That's all I want to do is play that game. Yep, I have that one too. That's the second one. Shade. About 60 days, maybe 3 weeks. No. Not 30 days. Probably 45-ish days out from the release of Baldur's Gate 3. I'll do a full playthrough of 1 and 2 again. Shady goes bitch nugget. Jesus Christ. Hey, Dylan. I'll feed your dog to your dog. Jesus Christ. So is you have 2 dogs, or you gonna like make the dog eat itself? 'Cause that's, I'm not sure which is worse. Who is someone that got himself? I think Dylan's gonna get Valheim. Go high. Joe Ben is powerful enough to be 2 dogs. Jesus Christ. I have a feeling that your dog's like this big too. So Chase is getting it or has it. And we're gonna talk about it afterwards, go. Those sweet RP ears she's got going on, man. LARPers. I killed this bitch, just so everybody knows, without remorse. So this is an actual NPC singing from the early access. I murdered the fuck out of her so she wouldn't shut up. I'll make a clip of me rage quitting last night, Ko, for you to see. Did you see the clip of the tree killing me in Discord yet, Ko? I'd marry her. She's got an amazing voice, but in the game it wouldn't shut up. Yeah, this is a clip that I made of me getting angry and laughing at the first part of the game. That's really good. And then I'll make another clip after this of me dying last night. If you want to watch the VOD quick, Ko, it's literally the last 5 minutes of the VOD at Rage Quit. Maybe 10 tops, but you'll see it really fast. I literally spiked my headset on the ground. I was so mad. The entire stream led up to that moment. It was why I got so mad. Like, the entire stream, we farmed materials, we made some stuff, we went out on a boat, and then I rage quit. So it was like a fucking almost 8-hour stream gone. All that time I spent in the game, gone. Yep, I kill her again too. This is so hyped up. Click on the Varkill TV. Here, I'll show you.
Your enemies will fall. The realms will tremble with the change you bring. You'll have everything you could ever desire.
There's the VOD for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Panel from Hell number 2. I'm so happy to be here with you today. And
Yeah, I have scuffed audio.
Last time we did this, it was a lot of fun, and I think we are going to have a lot of fun today also. Obviously, we're going to be talking a lot about Update 4, Patch 4, as we call it, for Baldur's Gate 3. We have a full program about it. We're
It's him.
talking to David Walgrave, our head of production, about the contents of Patch 4. We'll be talking about the patch also with Jeremy Crawford from Dungeons & Dragons, the principal rules designers over there, and with our own...
Yeah, I can't turn it up anymore.
...is going to explain to us how we did a certain thing that I'm not going to announce just yet. We will also have some non-Baldur's Gate 3 news. We're going to be talking about our board game, the Divinity Original Sin 2 Kickstarted board game that is. We'll chat about some important Larian Studios news, which is important for us. And we will top it all off with a live gameplay featuring the very big thing that we're announcing today that contains...
I can turn it up more if you want, let me know.
I'm not allowed to name, and for which we have no other name than the very big thing that contains many other things. Now, before we get started, it would be good to put our campaign into perspective, to see where we are in our early access campaign, and chat about everything that's happened so far and everything that's going to come. We launched early access a little over 4 months ago. Sorry.
The static
6th.
breaking's them, not me.
And since then we released.
Larians always have
3
scuffed
updates
audio on
and,
their
6
streams. I don't know
fixes.
why.
And those represented, give or take a few, about 15,000 change lists, as we like to call them. And patch 4, which is releasing today,
But yeah, it's them, not me.
contains another 15,000 of those change lists. And that means that this patch is as big as everything else that we've done.
He's peeking at the problem.
Before together. So what can you expect? Well, let's maybe talk first about things that we did. When we started out with Baldur's Gate 3 on early access, our initial focus was on increasing stability, increasing performance, getting fixes that actually work, and then gradually we started plugging in.
He's so nervous all the time. It's funny as fuck.
For instance, we changed the way that cantrips worked. You guys weren't big fans of all the surfaces that we created with cantrips, so we removed those. We changed the way that resting was working. We changed approval ratings, so there was quite a lot of upset about how intolerant some of our party members were, so we tweaked that a little bit, made them a bit more tolerant. And like this, we added a whole bunch of things. We focused on quality of life, so for instance, we made it so
Fucking
that
cow,
if you
man.
jump over a obstacle, then the rest of the party will also jump over it, so you didn't have to micromanage them. We put in an upcasting UI so that changing the level at which you're going to cast a spell was going to become easy. We introduced
It's gotta be a druid thing.
for peaceful solutions to certain confrontations that you had in the game. We added also
The
features
vines,
like
the cow,
inspiration
they're
points
releasing
or
druid.
cross saves. We put in extra tutorial messages.
Or they're beating us hard, they're giving
AI,
us
so we added a
Paladin
whole ton of things.
or something
Now,
like
all
that.
of these things were literally inspired by the feedback that we got on the forums, on the community channels, but also from the analytics that you've been sending us and that we've been using to tweak pretty much everything in the game. And that is exactly how it should be. This
I
is
mean,
how early access
they're
works.
all gonna be in the
As,
game,
you
so-
play the game, we get the data that we need to improve it. We keep on releasing updates like the one that we're going to release in the very near future. Not today, but in the very near future.
Right.
And at the same time, we also continue.
Monk's gonna be
working
hard.
on the
Barb
actual
should be
game,
easy.
which one day
Paladin
should
and
materialize,
Druid will be the
but
hard ones. Druid's probably the hardest with wild
obviously.
shape.
So with all
Because
of
the
that
animation,
said,
right? When you wild shape.
we're going to go start and chat with David, head of production. He is going to explain to us everything that's in patch 4 except one big thing. But we'll chat about that later too. So let's move on. Head over to David. I'm going to take my little screen here. And try
See,
not to fall
their audio is so
my
scuffed.
Very flexible, but just not suited armor. And we'll head over. And
It's a tiefling.
outside. Hello, David. Hi. Nice to meet
Right.
you here.
Hello, it's Davidian.
Is it what?
It's Davidian. It's my tiefling name.
Sorry.
It's tiefling.
Sorry, Davidian. I'm not going to call you David anymore. And so, our corona-proof campsite here.
Corona-proof campsite. Oh, he's got those glass in the middle. Right here, look.
I'm fine. I'm a happy.
That's
camper.
fun.
I can.
That's
I
fun.
just said that so you could make that joke.
Yeah,
so
thank
were-
you, thank you.
All right, so we've been chatting before we started on this panel, and so you lost a dice roll,
Yeah.
and so as a result, you're not allowed to talk about the very big thing that contains many things, but you're allowed to talk about every single thing that is not the very big thing in patch 4. So tell us what's new.
Well, so I did lose the dice roll, so I cannot talk about the thing with all the other big things. But I have another big thing, and that's like every other change that we did.
This is how
Apart from
Shay
the big
talks
thing.
in real life,
Because
so everybody know.
Apart from the big thing, there's an entire team working on lots and lots of stuff. So let's talk about that too, shall we? I can keep on going.
Yes. So
Okay, so-
go ahead. Start.
Start. The first thing I want to talk about, speaking of dice rolls, is we're introducing loaded dice.
What is a loaded dice?
What is a loaded
Uh-oh.
dice? So,
They're gonna make it
if
us
you're
random.
playing tabletop, right?
That sucks.
Throwing in natural one once in a while is just funny.
I can do this. They gave me a button to do this. See? That is a natural one.
Yeah. So if this happens, your friends are gonna make fun of you, and everyone's laughing. But
Let
if
me do
this
it again.
happens, okay, it won't be a one again, will it?
It will because I pressed the 1.
Ah, then stop pressing the one. Anyway, if this keeps on happening in a video game, you get frustrated because the thing in the user interface has a 5% chance to hit. If you miss 2 times in a row
3 times.
or 3 times, you stop believing that and you get frustrated. So we now introduced an option. It is an option where you can turn on loaded dice, and that is going to start turning luck your way. Okay,
It's them too.
So it's going to give you a little extra.
I said, Larian stuff's always scuffed, man. Like,
for instance, something like this, right?
I feel
It's already better. So
better
what it does is
about
just
it, but
remembers that
I don't
you
know.
missed once and an 85% chance.
Again, Cole, I think the
hit,
cow
and
is
it's
because
not
they're going to
do
announce
that
Druid, so they're
probably
just making
in
like the
this
wild
time.
shape meme.
It's probably not going to do that the next time.
So what else did we do? So we got the dice.
We had loaded dice. Do you remember
They need a
the
better
speed
fucking
of the
stream
deck
person.
spell
Like,
portion?
how do they not have a stream quality control person yet for this kind of shit?
Position actually. So we make it possible in the game to kill pretty much every single protagonist, and so there's a problem with my microphone apparently.
Yeah, there we go. See, they're picking up on it now. Okay, so I wasn't gonna check the YouTube, but it's them.
Yeah, wait.
Look how pissed off he is. It's like I pay you motherfuckers for this.
We're going to attack you.
Yeah, like I don't know what the cow thing's all about. It's because Swen is the owner or the creator of Larian. Larian is the person that made Divinity Original Sin 2, and now they make Baldur's Gate 3 Co. Swen is like the spirit animal of all the gaming community, man. He doesn't care how long it takes, how much it costs. All he wants is to make the best possible game he can possibly fucking make. And that's why everybody, like, he's an icon, man. I don't know. I love him. Like, I want to grow up to be Swen one day. So I think that's probably why, if that's what you're talking about. The white guy with the armor on, he's the ultimate nerd for gamers that just wants gamers to be happy. He is incredible. It's well known that when DOS 2 was in pre-production, multiple large like Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft, a lot of really big companies try to buy Larian for like generational wealth changing kind of money. He told them all no, go the fuck away, because he didn't want them to ruin his company, basically. And he's always said flat out, Larian is not about money, it's about making the best games possible. So, yeah, Swen is a big deal. That's why they zoom in on him.
What happens when you roll too many ones, things like this start happening. So, my mic broke, and so we're now using a boom mic, so it's floating in the air, and hopefully it's going to pick up all of our voice. So we were talking about Speak with the Dead. Speak with the Dead microphone, for instance, would also be a good thing to do. But Speak with Dead, tell me, what did we do?
So we already had the spell and we already had dialogues on corpses that you could talk to, obviously.
Yeah.
But we improved it. So first of all, the highlight was improved, so you can very easily spot the corpses that you can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not all. We wrote extra dialogues for Speak with the Dead corpses that were not there before, but that's not all. We gave them sound effects so that they
All this for one
sound
spell.
gruesome, that they really sound like a corpse, and then we added VFX on top of that. And as if that was not enough, we are making cutscenes, or we have made cutscenes for all of the Speak with the Dead.
I suppose, Shade.
Okay,
I suppose.
So that was something that was still work in progress when we launched.
In my
the podcast, and
opinion,
now
Larian
we
is the
actually
last
have
true
some
bastion of a beacon of light from a big
Can you
developer now.
remind people how Speak with Dead works?
Because Larian's now
When
AAA,
you
right?
cast a
Officially
spell,
after DOS 2.
There's a spoiler in there somewhere.
So they're
You
the-
get,
they're the last one, I think.
even at level
See,
one,
what happened
that
with
won't say
CDPR
much. If you do cast a
with,
spell, you see
Cyberpunk
all the
has ruined
corpses
them
that
for
have
me.
Something to say actually light up.
Yeah, and then you can ask them questions. They do need to have a mouth, right?
Yeah, so they do need to have a mouth, otherwise they cannot pronounce the words. And then you get a limited couple of questions that you can ask them.
Yeah, and when we started making the game, actually, at some point we were thinking about how we're going
They're
to...
Belgians, if you didn't know that,
So the
Shade.
initial idea was actually
You
to
can't tell by
everybody
accents.
so that
They're
we
from
would
your
have
neck
to
of the
do it
woods.
Because
That's
and only, yeah, it would also...
Or Belgian?
Chiefs, and we just did it across the board.
Belgian,
for
I think
many
it's right,
NPCs,
Renaud,
Not
so?
all NPCs, though. The ones that don't highlight, they don't have to speak with that cinematic, right?
No.
Okay.
But you couldn't do everyone, because not everyone has something interesting to say
That's a value judgment there.
in real life.
So if you So go further. What else do you have on your list?
Go for it. Oh, speaking of cinematics, we kept on improving cinematics. We had Speak with the Dead, and we said, why not everything? So it started with lighting. We have someone working on lighting, and just changing lighting and settings of lighting can completely change the atmosphere of
I think we have a video of that. Is that playing? Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
So you see basically the before and after here of what it looks like when the lighting
Oh,
team has gone over
so they made it darker.
It does make a big difference. Eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because while they were at it, they animated animals that appeared in cutscenes better. They changed camera angles, they changed positions, like they just...
The game already looks incredible. Why? Why are they? Why?
Did you know that there's about 25,000 cinematic notes?
It looks so good already, but
Yeah.
still, why?
Yeah, I looked up that number.
Like, how good does it need to look?
And that, but I mean, this is just the Act 1 content, right? So there's still all the other stuff that we're making that is being done.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, it is vastly insane.
I agree, Cole. It was
So,
bright,
what
but
else do you have?
Well, so I have a list, right? Because
Yes, I
you
see
said
that.
you can talk about everything, but not the thing.
I like
so
the
I'm
way
gonna-
you got your list also. I'm standing here like with high tech and you're, I like your way more, I have to say.
It's a list. I'm old
Yeah.
school. So one of the things that I wrote down here is you can use a torch a lot easier right now.
What's wrong with the old way of using a torch?
The old way of using a torch was really a hassle. You had to click probably 12 times before you finally had a torch in your hand.
I did that on the previous panel, and so I needed to cast the fire surface, but with my cantrip, which I can't do anymore because they removed the surfaces from cantrip, so now I needed to lit a torch. Well, then I had a torch, or maybe a candle. Anyway, I needed a source of fire, right? And I needed to put a source of fire on a source of fire to put my torch in, and then I had to equip my torch. Then, right, this is the thing you improved.
Yeah, so right now, if you find the torch, you click it to pick it up, it picks up, and it automatically adds a torch icon to your
Belgianese?
hotbar. If you click on that
Stop
torch
it, that's not how
icon
you
on
say
your
it,
hotbar,
Chase.
It swaps your weapon immediately, and it lights up.
Sorry,
everything.
Chase, shade. I don't know why I said
If you
Chase, I
click the button
apologize.
again,
Orange,
it
man.
equips the torch and
I
resets
see
the weapon.
orange, I
Alright,
assume
that's
Meehan.
what one would call a quality of life improvement.
Yeah,
Is there a
so
flint
it's-
actually?
Well, let's say there's a hidden flint, because you can automatically...
I need to change your name, is what he's gonna
Remember
do.
Flint from Dragonlance?
I do.
Okay, good. Anyway, what else do you have?
You can now target portraits.
Why would you want to target the portrait?
What do you mean?
Well,
You can target a
a portrait like the Madonna.
No. I mean, okay, explain it to you. So, you can cast spells in this game, right? It's a fantasy.
You're gonna cast a
RPG.
spell?
Yeah, I know. I feel bad, though.
And when you click on the button, you used to have
Shade's here, like,
find
more than anybody
portraits
lately,
that
outside
you
of Josh,
want
because
to
Josh is always here. He's always lurking in my channel. I think he just leaves it
Click
open.
A party portrait in the user interface.
Alright.
That's what I mean by you can target.
Okay, so that
Well,
sounds
Chase
like
is
a
right for not
basic
liking cats.
necessity of life. So
Yeah,
that's good
so-
that that's
so-
added.
So we added that in fact.
Alright, okay, good. So what else?
We improved multiplayer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm sure know a lot of people who are going to be happy about that.
we keep on improving multiplayer. So we're
How?
working on making the connection more stable, finding a party more easier. You can actually see each other's inventories and stats right now in multiplayer.
Ah, yeah, so you can steal each other's shit, right?
Or talk to each other like, what do you need? I
Yes,
want to
of
help
course.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're playing with your friends.
Oh, but that's good actually. It's nice to be able to strategize.
You can
and
steal each
tell
other's
the other
shit, he
player,
says,
like,
just
do this, do that, do
bluntly.
that. And then the other player obviously listens.
Obviously, I always do. Speaking of listening, we added the fleeing mechanic.
Okay.
Like, if it's not going your way, you have a safe distance from the enemy. We added a flee button. You can now flee from combat so that you don't die every time that you know, like, we're not gonna make it.
Okay, and so is it like the party that can flee? Or so if I press the flee button, we all flee when we're playing together? Or?
No, it's individual. So I flee and I abandon you completely. Well, I mean,
You tactically retreat yourself to regroup and think and strategize on how you're going to come and resurrect your body, right?
yes, resurrect my buddy.
Yeah.
This is the same producer,
so when
yes.
You flee,
So
I
hi.
think it's you go to camp then when you flee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. That's.
I'm green now, nope.
I like that. You have
Yep.
more.
I see your green.
Patch 4 is going to be the last really big patch. Because
What do you mean
all
it's
of
the
our
last big
patches
patch?
are-
I just told people there were going to be many more big
No,
patches.
I mean a big download. Every patch that we do, even if it's a tiny hotfix, you have to download dozens and dozens of gigabytes. And we're looking into that system. We looked into that system. We improved it. So from now on, all of the subsequent patches are going to be smaller.
That's nice.
Okay. So.
I don't
did
care,
you
but that's
announce
nice.
that Once before.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
and we keep on improving the system.
Yikes.
System last time, so now you're good to ship it. You're sure?
Yeah.
So
Now,
what happened last time?
I love Swen.
TechUA said now it works, guys. Please.
And
ship it."
didn't they say it worked last time?
No,
And so why did we announce it?
I don't know.
I love Swen so
I
much,
guess
man.
Something happened as we were doing it. Anyway, all right. So you don't need to go to your internet provider anymore. Beg them for some extra gigabytes, like after you downloaded a Baldur's Gate 3 patch. Except this one last time.
Yeah, we
One
don't
last
know.
time.
We don't know yet what the size will be of that.
Yeah, because we're still like doing the final tweaks to it, and it's still in QA right now, right?
Yep.
But it's nearly ready. It's nearly ready. All right. So what else do you have?
I have lots and lots, and I won't list them all. The list is long enough. Lots and lots of user interface improvements. We reskinned all of them, I think.
No,
so
not
they
all of
don't
them.
just not all of them.
No, not all of
reskinned.
them.
They just look better. One really big one that you'll notice is the options UI. It's completely different.
Nobody goes to the options UI.
Well,
Like,
people
don't you have another UI that you can talk about?
change video. The container interface.
He's such a dick, I love him.
Yeah, I've seen
Little
that. Yeah.
containers.
Yeah. So what changed?
You can
Yeah,
see
shit, that's an
now
actual
on,
cow. You didn't realize that's an actual cow?
All right, and there was also another.
They're
one
they're
there.
feeding it hay.
Access
You
your
can now
inventory
easily
directly.
access your inventory that opens up in a in a window on screen, so that you
Totally
can
fool
drag
you.
items in between
I think I'll
the-
show that on my.
Fucking
live
goons,
stream.
man.
Make it clear. All right. So what else?
What else? Where are we? Okay, we improved pathfinding.
Again?
We keep on improving pathfinding. This time around other characters and more specifically around the village mill.
You improved the pathfinding specifically around the village mill.
The community said you cannot find your path around the village mill.
All right. Okay. I guess we're gonna blame Edgar again, right?
We have been doing so for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
probably don't use any of his code anymore, but yeah.
No. Edgar was our very, very good gameplay programmer who is still with us today, and we've been annoying him forever
About
because he was the
pathfinding.
one that started on the pathfinding. Going
That's
from
actually
one to
Larian's
like-
cow. They have a
it's
cow,
not a simple
like
problem.
at Larian. I don't
He
know
doesn't
why.
have anything to do with it
They have a
anymore,
pet
he's
cow.
also-
No.
So it's not fair. to
That's a
him.
known thing. I don't know why the cow's part of the stream
I
today.
think he likes it, so
Yep.
we'll just keep on doing it.
I'm
All right,
assuming
what else do you
Druid.
have?
I'll keep saying Druid until they tell me
Gift-
otherwise.
Proper gift weapons.
Good for the gift, I would say.
Yes. Maybe good
Why
for
would I
you if
care?
you can grab one. That's why you care.
Because I can steal them from the gift.
You could. You can
Okay,
try.
that's pretty
What's a
hard.
proper
Okay,
gift
fair
weapon,
enough.
Dylan?
What else do you have?
The flaming fist now have a shield with their coat of arms on it.
Let me guess.
It's an important detail.
It's a fist.
How did you know?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I actually didn't
It's an
check, so I
actual-
don't know what it is.
What- wait, what?
Right. So do you have anything else but cosmetic things? I mean, because you're going on cosmetic things here. I know you want to talk about the big thing, but you can't.
It's all the flaming
So what else
fist.
do you have?
If you have a condition in combat, you can now
What
go
time?
to the combat log and mouse over that condition to get more information.
What time is it?
Okay, so this is cool because like understanding what's happening under the hood is important, and this is part of an entire list of things that we're going to be doing to make it that clearer to players. Okay, what just happened if there was a complete interchange or interaction of rules?
Yeah, so we are gradually improving feedback and all of the rules, etc. So
Okay,
this is
all right.
step one.
Yeah. Okay, good. What else do you have?
So you're interested in
We're gonna have
in
to
larger
start
space.
accelerating a bit
Right.
then, but,
So, okay. But in
What
that
are you
case,
doing?
Well, I started printing this list before you came, and I stopped because it's a huge racket, obviously. But I'm not gonna get there, and I'm gonna keep on printing. So, if you're interested in that type of stuff, the players can now disable traps by double-clicking on them if they have a trap disarm toolkit.
It's
Simply
handy. It's
double-clicking
probably from
on
the same guy that did the torches.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's sure. We removed bonus action point cost from birds and mushrooms, so you can now just eat them without having to pay for it. We bumped the devil's sight to 24 meters to match superior
I don't
dark
fucking
vision.
know,
Devil will be
man.
happy.
Yeah, the stinking cloud no longer affects items. I mean, why would it?
Okay.
Metal doors are no longer vulnerable to slashing damage.
Okay.
You can apply multiple Hunter's Marxists on targets. I don't know what the plural is of Hunter's Mark. Hellish Review can no longer be blocked by terrain. We allow Dash to actually double stack. We remove the cooldown from Dash and Disengage. Witch Bolt electrifies the surface of the target if they're standing in a surface object.
Why?
They no
No!
longer use Armor of Shadows if they already have an armor equipped.
Why would I even try?
Wow. I don't know. Players can no longer summon a companion or familiar on top of another character.
You could?
If you found the ring Sunwalker's Gift, you know that one? It now gives you Dark Vision. An Arcane Ward now gets 2 times the wizard level plus the intelligence
okay.
modifier to your temporary HP.
Alright,
The Hook Horror can now be silenced.
Silence is a really good term right now. So I'm just gonna get over there. We have more stuff to talk about. So as we just move over And thank you very
Right,
much.
exactly,
for
Shade.
your
It's
very
they're
clear
trying to
I know that you couldn't talk about what you wanted to talk about.
Jobs facts 20 things.
So head over.
The idea is they're updating currently. That's what he's trying to do right now. What's going on, Josh? How you doing, buddy? He's just saying that they're constantly updating. That's what they're trying to do. It's the meme. That good audio again.
Tell me when we have sound.
Oh, there we go. They got it back in there. Come on, you guys. The quality is fucking dog shit.
All right. Good. Sorry about that. Now that my mic is gone, I'm dependent on the boom thing following me. You could hear we've done a whole bunch of changes that have nothing to do with the big thing that we're announcing
Customer
today.
show.
We'll do it together with Jeremy and Nick in just a bit.
Well, you broke the Bluetooth,
but,
Co.
It is a reflection of the amount of work that goes into Baldur's Gate 3. This patch log is for us has been very large because we had put a lot of effort in getting it to you, and that's also why it's a little bit later than we had originally hoped. And it reflects probably the biggest challenge that we have with Baldur's Gate 3. This game is very big. We wanted to make it very good, but it's taking a lot more effort than we originally anticipated. When we started on it in 2017, our team consisted of 112 people, and we thought that was a very big number back then. But now we grew to 4 studios spanning 300 people and still growing, and it's just a monster that needs to be fed. Last year we announced that we had a studio that we opened in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. We did this so that we were finally going to be able to do 24 hours development, which was important for a developer like us that works on these very big RPGs.
24-hour development.
If somebody in QA that starts in the morning on Monday in Kuala Lumpur on testing Baldur's Gate 3 according to one particular critical path, and he's going to spend 120 hours on the game. Instead of having to spend 3 weeks on testing the game, he can now have the results of his critical path at the end of the week by passing on his save games to his colleagues in St. Petersburg and so forth, all the way to his colleagues in Quebec. So that's a big thing, and that allowed us to accelerate this incredible, massive game as development. But even that wasn't enough.
What do you feed it then?
Every single game.
They just said they have over 200 more employees since the start of the development. They are feeding it. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
This is the case now for Baldur's Gate 3. I think our team knows exactly what they're doing. They know exactly which language to speak to it. Unfortunately, it happens to be a game that is based on 40 years of D&D, and so the grammar that it uses and the vocabulary that it uses is insanely large, and so we had to adapt to that. And so to do that, we started knocking on the door of other teams to assist us,
to
help us with making this monster that is Baldur's Gate 3. Good monster, but still a monster. And one of the teams that's been helping us already for a couple of years is the team at Turbulence. And I have here today with us the studio head of Turbulence, James Olsen. James, can you hear me?
Nope. More scuffed audio.
I cannot hear you, James.
Love that scuffed audio.
I didn't get that. Could you repeat that for me, please?
I said, hello, Sven. This is Guildford calling.
All right, good. I'm happy to hear that Guildford is calling. So, James, we have welcome first to the panel of hell. We have an important announcement.
Stop it, Co. Fucking stop it right now.
So today we're announcing that we are creating a new and shiny Larian studio in Guildford.
Oh.
Okay. This is a very good thing because the team that James has is incredibly experienced, and so.
Oh, they're buying them.
That in a second. But before we continue, James, can you explain? People, there must be people out there like me who are geographically challenged. So can you explain exactly where Guildford is?
So Guildford is a town just outside of London, in the southeast of England.
I need a US-based Larian Studios. It's like Panhandle outside their studio for a job.
There that you guys pushed the Irish a little bit into the Atlantic there. That's not very nice of you, but anyway.
No, stop it. Both of you motherfuckers, stop it.
I mean, what's good about Guildford? Is it the pastries? Is it?
No, it's Canada. Oh.
Well, Guildford is in famous.
I think it's Quebec.
For sure, but
no. Well, Guildford is in famous
Quebec's
for
Canada,
over 30
right?
years of game development. The town is filled with small and large game studios, and it has thousands of talented developers working there. And the area is also surrounded by universities and art colleges that are filled with the next generation of developers. So Guildford is a
False.
hub of creativity.
That's a
and
lose-lose,
game
my friend.
development in the UK.
Okay.
I think they're gonna announce
Can you
Druid.
tell me a little bit about
Josh,
the team?
that's my
Like,
guess.
When we started working with you, we like worked with half of your team, and so that was such a pleasurable experience that we wanted more. Hence why we're sitting here today. But can you tell me a little bit about your team?
Sure, so we're a super experienced team. We counted up recently and we have over 350 years of professional game development experience.
Okay.
We've worked in big studios and small studios and across all the platforms that games are made on over the last 25 years.
The new character. The
we've
cow
expanded the
developer.
team. So we started out with 10 people.
Just
supported
brain the
by
cow lab.
double
Stop
since we
it.
started. And most recently, we've expanded our animation expertise to bring people in from the movie industry. We have people who've worked on Star Wars, on Avengers, Ready Player One, and even Lord of the Rings.
Alright, so there's at least some good movies that they worked on in there.
Yikes.
I shouldn't say that. Value judgment can't do that. Anyway.
Probably.
So you
Probably.
guys have been working on BG3 for some time. So what parts of the game did you contribute to?
So we've been contributing since the start of 2019. We've worked on the rendering engine, on the IK. That's
Dude,
the
they're
game.
stalling.
We worked
I
on
don't
the
care.
gameplay, did lots of stuff on Follow to Jump or something like that. And we've worked on all the online services that are in Baldur's Gate. And then we've also spent a lot of time working on the animation and the cinematics.
Okay, so now the plan is we're going to grow. We're going to start recruiting there, and you're going to double the team that you have right now.
Yep, the plan is to double the team that we have in Guildford and continue expanding and bringing additional talent
Another
to the
tiefling.
studio to help make Baldur's Gate an amazing success.
All right, super. Well, we are super happy that you guys decided to join us. You were a pleasure to work with in the past, so I'm sure you're going to be a pleasure to work with in the future. Your expertise is super valued. We have our HR agency, not agency, or our HR team told us like, well, if you're going to add another studio and we need to recruit there, you're going to have to give us a little help. And so they convinced us to put in a small video during our panel. We're going to show it to you now as we prepare for the big reveal of the big thing that contains many things and that we couldn't talk about just now with Jeremy and with Nick. And so in this video, you're going to see or meet some of the people that are working on Baldur's Gate 3, and they'll tell you why it is a cool thing to work on and why it's cool to work at Larian.
So if you-
And should you be a developer watching, be sure to check out the jobs page at larian.com. We have many openings.
Stop
and, we
it.
will soon, I don't know if they're
Stop
on there already,
it.
we will soon be putting up the entire Guildford batch. All right, thank you very much, James. We'll cut to the video now, and we're going to get ready for the big thing that contains many things reveal.
Fucking monster, Co.
Microphone detected. Perfect. Let's go.
I'm a character artist.
I'm a senior cinematic animator.
I'm a senior animator.
The associate lead for cinematic programming.
Quality assurance engineer.
I'm the world building director.
I'm a VFX artist.
I'm a character artist.
I'm an animator.
I'm a technical artist.
I'm the community specialist.
I love the atmosphere.
Amazing people on amazing games.
I'm proud to belong to a team that trusts each other.
We're passionate. We're driven.
You get to actually have
There's
creative
gonna
input.
be a guy
We try to build something that is really from the heart. It's always something new to discover.
Christ, you guys. You are a bunch of fucking goons. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's really not anything like Larian out there.
We all love what we're doing here.
Every day is like going on a D&D adventure.
I think people are really encouraged to be themselves.
It's always something changing, always something going on.
This is a company that is making stuff for nerds by nerds, which is great because I am one.
The team feels like a real family and the culture is just open to individuality.
You just try to create something cool and unique together.
I get to see your memes, your fan art.
Having that spark of creativity flow and have a hand in that, that's really...
I'm trying to be nicer because this is going on YouTube here right after this is over, so I'm trying to contain my own goonery a bit.
Fans interact with it, you know, make comics about it, make memes about it, just all sorts of that community interaction.
Who's that guy behind him?
If I had to say one best thing,
That's not an NPC we know
working
yet.
on Baldur's Gate 3,
Over that dude's right shoulder.
probably be working on Baldur's Gate 3.
Knowing that somehow the work you're doing is going to make so many people happy is amazing.
Being able to create the world and convince to people that this is a real living, breathing world through sound
It's got dungeons, it's got dragons, it's really cool.
The fact that it's one
That was
of the
me.
best RPGs on the planet.
The subject matter is so interesting.
The creativity that gets poured into it.
Well, for me, it's really visually very beautiful. It creates a really rich and varied experience for the user.
Working on what's going to be the greatest RPG of all time.
I discovered the world of Dungeons and Dragons working on BG3, and I don't know.
It's so fucking crazy how they're all like these game developers and they have such terrible quality for what they're doing recording at
Being
home.
able to give them this experience that they can enjoy wherever, whenever, and with whomever they like, that's only something I can be
The
really
System of a
proud of.
Down.
Working on Baldur's Gate 3 is huge.
I used to play Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with my brother when I was a little kid, so being part of the development is kind of like a dream come true.
Recording
Being able to
this
resurrect
sounds
such a
super
beloved
good.
franchise for a new generation feels like an honor.
Well, obviously the fact that I get to see you guys being horny on main all day, every day.
Excellence.
Team. Absolutely fun.
Family.
Team.
This is just because the gaming community is attacking developers for crunch so much the last 3 or 4 years and saying payroll, salaries, hours worked, life work balance is all so bad. So I think that's why they're doing this. It's just non-stop where they're just attacking game developers.
Good.
Bold. Eidetic. That's a nice fancy one for you.
I don't know, dude. Coming from retail industry, I really don't have much sympathy for people who want to say you work too many hours for not enough money.
Joyful, creatively fulfilling.
And those of you who are in retail know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Retail workers get beat the fuck up and nobody cares. Especially salary, so...
Pure culture.
Passionate.
Passionate.
Passionate. Passionate.
I don't think retail. Yeah, because you're hourly, my friend. Go salary and tell me about that. I agree, Ko, but people work 120-hour weeks all the time, man. I don't want to hear about it.
To do it outside of winter.
I just press the record button with my nose because I've got gloves
Right.
on.
I agree, Ko.
Look at this little mind flare.
That's not a mind flare, lady.
RPG Hall of Fame, baby.
That's loud. That's big claims, man.
Yeah, so they are an awesome bunch, and you can rest assured they put all of their passion into making BG3 as good as they can get it.
Wow.
So it won't be for
Interesting,
lack
Ko.
of passion that this game is, well, it will succeed. I mean, what am I saying? Anyway, we're gonna move over. We're gonna, actually, it's Nick. Nick, can you stop eating the grass and come over, please? Nick?
Need more coffee.
Is he coming? Nick?
There he is, shape into a man. Here he comes. Yep. Called it. I told you, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I think we lost Nick in the transformation there. What's happening?
Yep.
We lost him? Oh, there he is. Okay. So, hi. You got a camera problem.
And he looks down he goes into the cow. Oh my god, stop it. What's going on? These fools. Oh, there he is.
There you are.
Oh,
All right.
stop.
You destroyed the camera.
Well, it's
But first
Druid.
the mic, then the camera.
It's the magic. What can I say?
All right.
Technology and magic doesn't work together.
All right, Nick, very happy here. We need Jeremy on board also. Where's Jeremy? Can we see Jeremy?
Son, stop
You
it.
get him to join?
Right, and cursed. Right.
Hey, we are cursed. Looks like our life measures. Jeremy, can you hear us, Jeremy? Look, we
it's
got
just someone.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy from Seattle.
Hi there.
Okay.
I'm amazed by your transformation, Nick.
Yeah, he's been working on it very hard and studying very hard.
If you guys don't know who Jimmy Crawford is, he's like one of the biggest big guys at D&D and Wizards of the Coast. He's like one of the rule guys, basically.
Druid, of course.
Of course, I mean, like as if the cow was not a dead
Right, Dylan? That's who Jimmy Crawford is. You know who he is, I'm
You
sure.
are the principal rules designers
There's, yeah.
at Dragons at Wizards of the Coast. At Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons and Dragons. That should
Basically, all the stupid shit's coming out right now. That's the guy. He's the reason why.
we're making such a big deal about the Druid.
So the Druid is
Because it's more fun. It's more personable.
in Dungeons and Dragons, going all the way back
Seattle.
to the game's
That's it.
early days in the 1970s. This class
He's always too quiet, though.
together an amazing set of abilities, all themed around the forces of nature. Druids are members of an ancient order that channels the powers of nature, weather, fire and ice, lightning. They're able to talk to animals. They're able to heal their friends.
I literally hear his pants get tighter as he speaks.
That are around them.
I hate Druid, man.
On top of all of this,
How about Ranger? Be nice to Ranger for once, man.
by using their wild shape ability to transform into animals like the cow that you just.
So they have necromancers. They have necromantic magic in D&D.
Also,
Co, you play 5e, Co.
Order themselves into these special orders that are called circles, and so they have specializations like all D&D classes do, and the two main specializations for druids are the Circle of the Land and the Circle of the Moon, with the Circle of the Land emphasizing the nature magic of druids, and the Circle of the Moon emphasizing that animal transformation ability, wild shape.
Baldur's Gate
that
is
all
5e
druids
D&D
share.
rule set in the game, man.
Druids
What is
also
wrong?
are really special in D&D because of their
Go ahead.
versatility. They have a little bit of everything. They have weapon ability, they've got light armor, they have healing magic, they have destructive magic, they can turn into animals and get around
Time
all
out.
sorts of problems that might be a blocker for other characters. When we designed this class for 5th edition D&D, and when we designed all of the classes,
We designed Druid. We decided it's going to be the strongest, most overpowered class at max
and
level.
The
Because I
Druid
love Druids.
was right at the meeting point between the wizard and the cleric.
I know.
And so if you think of the versatility and destructive ability of the wizard combined with the healing and buffing of the cleric, and then throw in a dash of nature magic and animal transformation, you see the wonder that is the druid class.
Now explain Ranger, please. Talk about Rangers, guys.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does, it does. All right, so Nick, so you were the man in charge together with your team of figuring out how we're going to bring the Druid into Baldur's Gate 3.
Indeed.
So what did you do? Like, well, maybe we can start with Wild Shape. So tell me about Wild Shape.
So Wild Shape is of course the star of the show. It's the ability of a druid to turn into a beast and utilize beast powers. We picked 7
Shade.
forms for you to turn into, 6
Chris,
beasts
come on, man.
and 1...
Currently in early access, right?
yes, currently.
Your Karen
Just for
can't
the
be a
early
furry,
access
dude.
Content to what's your appetite. Such forms as the giant badger that can burrow into the ground.
You showed that. I think you have a video of that.
I was about to, but it seems like my magic panel.
Tell your boy Chris. Giant Badger, Wild Shape coming, Dylan.
Maybe we should get tech support here. Maybe we'll just break out for a second to technical. And
Yes, we have some cool
rehearse all of
clips
this,
for you.
Of course, nothing works because it is Iron Studios. And then whenever we do something, everything breaks down.
Sorry. Why would you? I hate you so much, Kohai. Severed is full furry. Stop it. So they announced Druid so far. That's the big announcement, I guess. They hinted at Flaming Fist. They talked about how Larian's a great place to work and nobody should be upset by crunch that's going to come here in the next 6 months. That's what's coming, right? We all know they're going to crunch as hard as they possibly can, probably try to get this out Q4. We don't know yet. They haven't announced it, but the early access is out, Co. stop, Dylan. It's not going to reach. It's 2022 probably is what I think. 2022 quarter 2. It's my guess. Cole, you literally have watched me play this game on stream. I know you have for a fact. Severed mind flare killing relics. I hate you, Chris. Ban him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I know that Swen's going to try to speedrun the EA again. I tried. These fucking clowns, man. A fucking cow. So you can probably wild shape it to anything, is what they're basically saying. A cow, a badger, a bear, a wolf. Maybe a bird. I don't think they're going to do a bird because of flight. Yeah, Swen's probably just slapping everybody, yeah. Dr. Stein.
All right, we are back, it seems. Hello again, Jeremy. We had a Windows update, so these things happen. Okay, so we're talking, we were going to see the
Giant Badger, I believe.
Yes.
So let's see some Giant Badger action.
This is the multiplayer, it looks like.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Druids? Yeah.
Why?
It's really good form to sneak
Why?
around your enemies, locked passages, mines.
That's a teleport.
Yeah,
That's a teleport.
And then you knock down
You got it
enemies.
completely wrong, you should have done it behind the guy. He can go through doors also?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay, so that's pretty powerful actually.
You can really do some damage with that.
Damage with the badger. So you have any other forms than the badger?
Yeah, for example, you can turn
So
into
OP.
a spider.
Yeah, he said Windows update.
Arachnophobia alert, sorry.
Oh, arachnophobia alert.
You should have warned people with arachnophobia that there is a...
Dylan!
Sorry.
It's going to be there for 2
Look at this amazing spider, Dylan.
Q when it's gone, I'm sorry.
Still up.
Nick.
Yeah, so you weave web.
Look at it move. It's so nice.
Oh yeah, I remember this. We showed this on the last battle from hell, and I had to rush to survive with that thing. That's actually cool. And you're webbing with it also.
Yeah, you can create webs, and other spiders won't attack you, I believe.
Okay, so the Druid is versatile, Jeremy just mentioned. I know that you had a question about this that popped up during development, and you were afraid to ask him.
Yes, indeed. It's an interesting thing. We were working on these spells and actions that the Druid has.
100%, Dylan.
About 30. And something that was interesting about the D&D version of the Druid is that how comfortable the Druid feels with fire magic. So the Druid can, for example, create a flaming blade
on
burn
metal
into crisp. So the question would be, Jeremy, how come Druids are so comfortable with the destructive element?
So that gets to
Fire's
one of
part
those
of
core
nature.
elements of the Druid of being so connected to nature that they're connected not only to the life-giving aspects of nature, but also to the destructive aspects of nature. And fire is one of the most destructive forces that you can face in the natural world. But it's also often a life-giving force, because we know in our world that a healthy forest often relies on controlled burns or limited burns for the forest to truly thrive. So druids are tapping into
Life
that
very good,
force,
very.
as they do with so many other natural forces. But there's also a mythological angle to it. The druid, in its early conception in Dungeons and Dragons, owed a lot of its identity to various things that druids do.
I'm hoping for
in Irish
multi-class
folklore.
and
one
level
of the
cap
things
increase
that
here, Chris.
druids
That's
do
what I really want.
occasionally in Irish folklore is call fire down upon their enemies.
Native
And
20 is
you
way
see
worse than
this in
fire.
the tabletop RPG with druids eventually getting the firestorm spell, which is actually a direct nod to an event in Irish folklore where a group of druids
Dude, I hate
calls
this man.
down a
I hate him
rain
so
of
much.
fire on an opposing army. And D&D often has this sort of thing in it where you'll see something that's in the game and you might wonder, how the heck did this get here? And
So you see
often
right
the
here,
answer is,
there on that
you're
shelf right
looking at
here,
something that
that is
lodged in the
3
game
books. I
from
need this man to open
ancient
them and
myth,
read them,
in
please.
the real world.
He even has the 40 splat books right here too. But I need him to open up and read all of these right here.
Oh, yeah.
All of these he needs to read.
It's a big one. It's the Flaming Sphere. You can control it, by the way. It creates a trail of fire, and of course it burns everything and everyone.
Assassin Druid.
That sounds like the kind of thing I need. I'm actually going to use this in my lifetime, and I figured out a glitch. And you gotta promise me, if I show you the glitch, that you're not going to take it out.
We'll make it a roll, okay? I have a D20.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
gonna
trust
do
your
it.
dice anymore, my friend. All right, so
A loaded die, of course.
what is your favorite thing about the Druid, Nick?
I really enjoy this little cantrip they have, the Thorn Web, that you can use to pull off enemies from high places. And
More pull and throw mechanics. They're going to be broken as fuck.
Them down. So you fell there. How the hell do you get a bullet on the beach anyway?
Whoa, that's a lot of magic involved.
Yeah, that was. I think that was somebody cheating to make that video, right?
It's very possible.
All right, so there's much more being added. Like one of the things that I thought was like when you explained it to me is underwhelming is the Goodberry. But then I'm told that the Goodberry is like my favorite and it's like considered overpowered. Is that correct, Jeremy?
So Goodberry is loved in the tabletop game partly just because of the flavor, pun intended.
Loved is not a word I would use for Goodberry.
That not only heals you, but also fills you up as if you had just eaten, enough food for the day.
But you literally can't spam them.
This enchanting.
It literally says it fills you up.
To it, it's a bit like lembas bread from the Lord of the Rings. You nibble this thing, it's like, whew, I'm good on food for the day. Now, in the tabletop game, Goodberry can be extremely powerful if you multi-class. So if you are a druid and you're a cleric who's a cleric of life, you are able to boost the effectiveness of Goodberry to a level that is extraordinary.
I hate him so much.
Pretty much what QA have been telling me also. Like it's overpowered, gotta go down on the Goodberry. Speaking of combinations, actually, we changed the rules slightly on how wild shape works. Right?
It doesn't matter for the game because you can eat food, right?
Around with it, and we thought that it's really cool to go from one shape to another during the combat.
Because the food's overpowered too. So if Goodberry's not even gonna matter because you can just eat food
of a circle of a moon
and save the spell slot.
On wild shapes.
Whatever, that's fine.
You can dismiss a shape for free and then use your bonus action to take a new shape.
But they did mention multi-class. There's hope.
Like my favorite form, polar bear. Well, actually, no. Let's say that I'm a bird, and which allows me to fly over large distances.
You can have flight.
And then in the same turn, I could turn my bird into a bear. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, you can fly down behind the enemies, turn into a bear, roar, get their attention. So you can combo these forms.
Do you have a video of a bear? Because it's
how?
That polar bear is just
insanely cool. Let's try the bear.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom. This bear is going to be specific or unique for moon.
Can you wild shape from one form to the next raw?
Play circle of the moon again. Look at that guy go. He's so cute.
I think we made him be able to sneak as well. Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at him sneak. It's just my dog sneaks like this. He learned it from the cat. It's like it's ridiculous. There he's goading, right? So this is like taking all the aggro to him, which is quite handy.
I will never play a druid or allow a druid on my stream, just so you all know.
So Jeremy, is that okay that we change the rules like that for the wild shape? Are you fine with that? For the distancing wild shape story?
I hate you, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
Die in a fire.
So often, it's important for people to remember that designing for different media requires a different touch. So designing for the tabletop game is a very different beast from designing for a video game. In the tabletop game, we constrain how often a druid can wild shape and how often, how rapidly they can pop in and out of shapes for two main reasons. One, in the tabletop game, we want to make sure play doesn't bog down with too many different things happening on a particular turn, since unlike in a video game where the computer is running the game, at the tabletop, it's all humans who are running it, so we don't want things to slow down too much. But there's another factor. In the tabletop game, druids can turn into pretty much any beast they've ever seen, as long as that beast meets the criteria listed in the wild shape feature. That means that as game designers, we don't actually know what the druids in the tabletop game are going to turn into. We know broadly what the power of those animals is going to be, and that's why we've set the challenge rating limits in the tabletop game, but we don't know the exact animals they're going to turn into. And so because of the amazing liberty we provided, we had to constrain
I
how
disagree,
often
Chris.
it could be done, just so that we wouldn't create a situation where druids were not only transforming constantly, but transforming into potentially game-breaking forms.
Your
over
parade of
again.
Solista being better than
That is
Baldur's
often
Gate
the
3 isn't
theme
going to
of our
work in here, man.
tabletop design.
You're
That
wrong.
you
I
get really
apologize.
generous on something that we let you do,
Yes,
as
Co.
we are with
Well, now,
the
whale.
shapes that you can turn into as a
In the
druid.
in
We
in
then tend to
5e,
become
I
much
would allow it,
more
but not in the
limiting
game.
in
I'm
how
sure.
often we let you do it. So when you told me that in Baldur's Gate 3, some of those
It's really good,
limitations were
Dill. It's a
being
good game,
lifted,
but it's
it
not
made
better than
total
Baldur's Gate
sense
3.
to me, A, because the computer's running it, and B, you know the exact forms people are going to be turning into. Whereas again, in the tabletop game, we don't know if the druid is turning into a dinosaur, a mouse,
But you don't know
a
the rule
giant
set that well,
spider,
Chris.
or some other fanciful beast they've encountered on one
And
of
yes,
their
5 rules are
tabletop
bad.
adventures.
Yeah, we had actually big discussions about the dinosaur, because Nick wanted to put the dinosaur in, and I had to put my foot down and say one day we would like to ship this game. So no dinos, not even a small dinosaur.
I can put CR wise.
When we chatted about this in preparation for the panel, you said an interesting thing about utility value of the Druid and Wild Shape also, which is something I would like to delve in deeper a little bit, because we also spend a lot of time on the game. But maybe start with you. On utility and the Druid Wild Shape.
Yeah, one of the things I love about the Druid, not only as a designer, but as a player when I play one, is
So I feel like right
the
now,
amazing utility
the
of
Druid is
Wild
essentially like a Riot Games
Often
champion
people who
release, right? Like
gravitate
they're
Wild
releasing
Shape,
it in such an
particularly if they're
overpowered
Circle of
state
the
for
Moon,
hype,
they'll
and I
often
hope they
think
tune it
of
back
their
because right
shapes
now
as
this Druid's gonna be
primarily a
fucking
combat
insane.
But I actually think Wild Shape's greatest value over the
About
course of
25
the
minutes now,
campaign
Chris.
is the many different ways it can break an adventure in good ways. Because often in the tabletop game, we actually want our players to come up with clever ways to break things, and Wild Shape does that in spades. And I love in the video you showed that exactly with the badger crawling under the wall. In a normal circumstance, you might have a group of adventurers looking at a tower and like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get up there? And the druid is just
It's
like,
true,
I'll
dude.
turn into a robin, fly up there, and I'm there. So the druid can create these amazing sort of unexpected tangents in how an adventure plays out, and that to me is the most exciting aspect of Wild Shape.
You guys can't see it, but I'm rolling my eyes so hard right now.
We have a couple of examples.
Every class can break the game with proper player ideas and imagination.
Yeah, we really
To
want
say
to
that
stay in
literally
the
there's
wild shape
mechanics
while
to
you're
help you break the
exploring
game
and
is
look
stupid
for
as
ways
fuck.
to use your wild shape, such as you can turn into a cat.
Yeah, it's International Cat Day, by the way.
Oh no,
So-
shade.
I hate cats.
Good job, Swen. I'm glad you hate cats.
Well, I'm a cat person, so we have.
I have a cat, but it terrorizes my dog. Just like it's terrorizing these goblins here. These goblins.
This is a very aggressive cat, but usually a cat would be sneaking around as well, and it can meow to attract the attention of the enemies.
Yeah, that is
What?
actually cool. I've used that. It's actually pretty cool, just to distract enemies with your cat when it's meowing, as they do in the middle of the night, right? But you can also talk.
Yeah.
With animals, if
Indeed.
you're an animal.
So as an animal, you can talk to other animals, of course. and they will sometimes have specific responses because they recognize you as an animal. So here, for example, the player is turning
I like the
into a
animation.
polar
It's
bear
pretty good.
to get the other bear let him through.
Smilodon's better than cat. Yes.
I love what cinematics did here.
Of course, this added a lot of work to cinematics.
Yeah, it did.
Making sure small beasts and
2,000
big
extra
beasts.
lines of dialogue they added for this patch.
Oh.
And cinematic notes as a result of it also.
When I'm
so
waking
you can
up.
talk to animals, you can abuse it. Well, I'll show you how you can abuse it. I'm going to single-handedly do a dungeon that has been declared unsingle-handedly doable with my druid shape. Well, I'll try at least.
Well, we'll
so there's one thing that I've been meaning to ask you. Well, actually, I would like you to show, Nick, because we just saw that cat
was
climb
climbing
down
yeah.
the ladder. But what if I'm like a huge cow with fire in my eyes? I know it's not
Oh,
called a cow,
no.
but I could still think of it as a
It
cow.
is a deep froth. It's a mythical beast from the Underdark. And of course you can climb in it because it would be silly and slow if you would have to pop in and out of your form every time.
Stop it.
So that was a big discussion with the animation.
Stop
team,
it.
And I love
it. Cracks me up every single time I see it. It's like it's still a little bit buggy there, so that's one of the things we still need to fix on the ladder, but it's just awesome that you can do it. And indeed, I fully approve of the fact that we don't make it.
I guess you maintain your intelligence, right, as a druid. So that I guess it's plausible.
all of them, yeah.
And they can sit on it, right?
They
What
can
happens when they sit on his chair?
You just chill out and maybe you take a screenshot. You can sit on chairs, you
Yeah.
can lie on beds. And
They've shown it when they wild shape. It's like
rock slabs
10
that
items,
work as
10 animals
beds
long,
in,
maybe more.
Druid Grove.
All right, so this sounds pretty cool. Maybe last bit, because you just mentioned Druid Grove. Baldur's Gate 3, opening act, you got a Druid Grove.
Yeah.
And we stand in a Druid Grove here, right?
Mhm.
So, what does that mean for the game, the fact that we added the Druid class?
Well, yeah, indeed, there is big Druid presence in Act 1, and of course they will recognize you as a Druid, and you will have specific responses because you're a Druid and you understand better what is going on, what kind of conflict that there might be going on.
Okay, and so you're going to get extra reactivity?
Yes, you'll get extra dialogue choices, and
Well,
you'll
man,
also
look
get
at
an
that, so-
extra storyline that ends up with you becoming the warden, the Faith Warden of the Grove.
Faith Warden.
Yes.
All right, and do you get it like a fancy staff?
Better than mine, actually, yeah.
And what's it called?
It's called Pale Oak.
Pale Oak.
Yes.
All right. Like, you know, I was talking to a member of our team yesterday, and I hadn't realized it was Pale Oak. I thought it was a Paleo, and so I said, what the f is a Paleo? I mean,
Paleo.
Very European. Paleo, okay.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, great. Well, thank you, Jeremy, for joining us in Seattle. I hope you enjoyed our little interpretation of the Druid in Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you, Nick. Well, you're going to be sticking around with me for the gameplay demonstration, right?
Yeah,
So
I'll see that you don't break the game.
I can curse at you as we do that. So, before we are going to jump to our live gameplay,
You missed a lot, Chris. Because they mentioned a lot of stuff at the beginning that's not Druid related.
And as we're doing that, we're going to show you a little video we make, because we don't only make Baldur's Gate 3, we hope to also make Divinity Original Sin 2, and we started making board games and graphic novels. So we have a graphic novel, which is Divinity Original Sin 2.
My wife owns this.
And it's amazing. It's got pictures, because it's a graphic novel. That's what graphic novels do. They have pictures. I don't know if you can see the pictures on screen. So you can get those at the shop at larian.com on the Merc store. If you read it, you will get the origins of the origin stories in Original Sin 2. So
I agree,
you get
Shade.
insight on where they come from.
But I understand from the mechanics of gameplay, like if you're going wild shape, you can't be wild shaping in and out nonstop. So like, and with the verticality of the game, I understand why they're doing it. It makes sense to me. I'm not mad about that. It's just silly to me, which is fine. Whatever. That's not the problem. The problem is that you could fly, wild shape, attack. Like you can be in an animal form, fly, abuse that form, then wild shape into another attacking monster, then attack all in one turn. That's a fucking problem. It's game breaking.
Just over a year since we launched Divinity Original Sin, the board game, on Kickstarter. It's really been
Action economy needs to matter in 5e rule set for 5e to work.
There's a lot of things to talk about.
Ah.
So let's just jump right in.
I have this on pre-order.
The first thing I want to talk about is actually the artwork for the locations and the enemies and the bosses. And when you look back at the artwork that we
This
used
is a board game, Kawhi.
while it was good and it was functional and it did its job, it wasn't necessarily how good we can make it, and we knew we could do better. So a lot of the work this year has been about iterating on that. changing it, reinforcing it, making it better, and making it a whole lot more immersive for you and your party that you're playing and adventuring with. So when you're at a location like this, it feels alive and it feels like it's breathing. And it's a location that's worth journeying in and enjoying as you adventure through Fort Joy. The second thing we wanted to improve was actually the miniatures for the game. We got our first molds from a manufacturer, and those molds, they were really good. There was a lot of detail with them, but actually we realized that we wanted to make some changes and improve it even further. And the way we were going to improve them further was actually not necessarily the detailing, though we definitely tweaked some of that. It was actually the animation of them. A lot of them were more static, they were a bit more lifeless and statuesque, as opposed to a living boss that's got a lot of threat to it, that's going to have a lot of presence on the table. Now, all the animation, all the movement, and the feeling of movement from these miniatures are going to make it feel like these bosses are not only there and they're present, but they're a threat. They're coming to kill you. And the third thing to actually talk about is the amount of playtesting that we've done. Obviously, during Kickstarter,
God,
we did a lot of playtesting before. We did a lot of internal playtesting afterwards. But over this last year, we've done a lot of external playtesting. We've had 2 major playtesting groups that have played through the game. And there's been a huge amount of things that we've learned through that, from people who haven't necessarily played Divinity to people who played Divinity, to people who play a lot of board games, to people who don't play a lot of board games. And we're getting a lot of information that's helped us refine the game, improve it, and overall just make it a better experience and a more fun experience for you, your friends, and your family. So that about does it for how we've been getting on this year. I just want to say a big thank you to the community for all the support we've gotten so far. If you're still interested in following along, you can do that on Kickstarter. We do monthly updates. Otherwise, you can still back the game on the Larian merch store. But for me over here at Fort Joy, back to Sven and Avernus.
I'm all winded. First time I've been hiking in 25 years. Steps, what are those?
Alright, so that was Kieran talking about Original Sin 2, the board game. And we're ready to start with our live gameplay presentation.
So we got Shadowheart,
things will go wrong.
whatever the dude's mage's name, and then Lazel.
There's one particularly annoying bug in the game.
Gale?
The reason why the patch has not been released yet.
I don't remember.
It's still being looked for.
I think it's Gale.
RQA. Well, there's a few of them actually.
And this lovely gnome person right here.
So I might encounter it.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with the quality, but it's awful.
Glitches, but there's good chances that we are not going to have it. And I didn't encounter it that many times, but it is there. So anyway, let me present you my party. So this is Lar. It is a Lightfoot halfling, and she's
level 4.
Druid. Then we have Shadowheart, who most people who played the game in early access already know. Cleric, level 4 also.
Gale,
we have Gale, a wizard, also a level 4.
Lazel.
Then we have Lazel, my fighter, also a level 4.
The quality is so bad, man.
Go on a small adventure.
Why don't they have somebody who knows how to do this aspect of setting up streams?
Nasty lady. So let's get in there and get our quest set up, and then from there on, we're going to start showing off all things Druid.
Just talking about the board game for DOS2. And now me bitching about the stream quality.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina. Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys.
Wow, they're showing the hag encounter, huh? Okay.
Stop this.
Oh, my inside failed.
Wait, people claim that the hag encounter is unsoloable? That's not true. I can solo that easily.
What's going on here?
Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
I could say, I won't let you hurt this woman. Not getting involved. Or I could say, like, tell the truth, what did you do to their sister? So let's go for the last one.
Bollocks.
You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice. You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology.
The new shaders look so much better. It's crazy how much better it looks with like the new shadows on her face and everything.
Certainly not an innocent.
Although you still have that really shiny parts where my cursor at. Oh, it's over here. Like on the shoulders, you still have a really, really shiny glow. But the shadows look so nice on their face now. With the new shader.
So, will somebody please tell me what's going on?
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, alright? We need to get her back, and fast!
Sorry, I've seen this encounter
I'm the
like
hero, so I'm gonna
7
say,
times,
"Let me-
8
I'll bring
times.
Mayrina home." So you can see that
At least.
I'm still not that tolerant of my mistakes.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on!
It's a stupid idea, boys, but have it your way. Alright, let's explore these very nice sunlit wetlands.
Dude,
Have a look at
his
like how
druid has
nice and
31
cool it
hit
is
points.
over here.
Lazellan has
Go and sit on that rock
36.
and just basically,
I need to see
lie
this
down
druid's
in the level.
stats.
I am going to do something. It's one of those new spells that was added with update 4. I'm going to enhance my abilities, and so I can choose between endurance or strength or dexterity. But I'm going to improve my intelligence. I have a good reason for this. I rehearsed this thing, so I know what's coming. And so this check is going to aid me in a check that I'm going to have to make. So let's go forward and use my fox's cunning. So basically what's happening now is she's concentrating on making her more intelligent.
Right.
So that's pretty much it.
Well, Shadowheart's dumb as fuck herself. Let's be honest with this. My immersion. Red caps.
Mm-hmm. So I get a druid option here.
Ooh.
So this option you would get if you were not a druid, or if you would just be a fighter, investigation. And so that is actually a very hard roll to make. But if you're a druid, you get a nature option, and that's a much easier roll to make. And on top of that, unfortunately it's intelligence based because it's nature. But I do
So you
get
dumped
+2 from my
intelligence.
proficiency in nature, but I get -1 from my intelligence, which is fairly low. Luckily, I got
8.
advantage on this roll because I use my enhanced ability, and that means that I'm going to get to roll twice should I fail.
Right.
So most likely, thanks to loaded dice also, I'm going to make it because probably I was unlucky before. And there you go, I get 19, so that's a pretty good roll. And so I am now successful in this check, and something's going to happen.
You're right, Dylan.
If you look around, you see that it's not such a nice sunlit area.
I'm gonna see if everybody else is freaking out about it.
A swamp. And nothing here is what it seems, because for instance, if I'm going to click on this, this is why one
There's
of
right
the
there.
new container UIs that Nick was that Dave
Yeah.
was talking about. So if I
They're
click on
talking about
sorting
it.
options, you get a bunch of sorting options here. If I click on inventory, you can access your inventory. And if I click on eat apple, I get an upset stomach. Now, an
Oh,
upset
no.
stomach is actually a form of poison. And I need to help myself now. Luckily, this is
I agree, Dylan.
and we have protection
They'll
from poison,
probably
so I'm
address
gonna get
that.
rid of that poison, and on top of it, protect
Somebody's stupid
my druid
who designed
from
that. Somebody's dumb. And they need to be
by
slapped.
this evil swamp. Let's continue our
How you get the wrong
journey.
fucking... Yeah. I'll be quiet.
There's a guy with a red hat over there, so it's probably gonna be nice. With a red cap. Miguel is telling me that we should be careful. That's right. I'm probably gonna have a chat with this guy and like ask him like, hello, do you know the way to, I don't know, whiskey bar or something like that.
The
Hello.
murderous glare of a red cap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. That noise is the creature
It's a 50-60.
to be a sheep.
So this guy, if I would have failed my roll and not have detected that this entire area is a swamp.
Right, nature's
I would have seen
int,
this
when
as
nature is based around
would be
druids and
presented as
rangers
a
who are
sheep,
wisdom-based
albeit a
classes.
weird sheep. However, I have seen through the illusion of the
Yikes.
swamp, so now I can see he's actually a murderous redcap, and that he's pretending to be a sheep. Now I can tell him like, I know what you're doing. I can take the initiative and surprise him by attacking him, or I can just say ba-a-a-a. And since these are dark times and it is good to be optimistic in life, we're going to say ba-a-a-a. And I would like the entire stream to also say ba-a-a-a at the same time because it just makes you smile. See, we're going to do that again because I'm pretty sure not everybody was into it. So here goes his ba.
Again, this creature doesn't realize you can see its true form.
And we're going to go all together now on a ba. I can't see the chat, but I hope you're ba-ing like hell right now. Ba! There we go. And we get a good ba back. Doesn't that feel good? All right, so these guys don't know that we can see them. So we're going to just keep it that way, and we're going to just get closer to the little old lady's shack. Looks like the brothers didn't make it. So let's go have a
Looks
look
like
at
the brothers
that.
didn't make
Remember
it.
what David was saying about Speak with Dead? Gale happens to have
Ah.
this amulet gives him access to the Speak with Dead, which is a level 3 necromancy spell.
Yes.
And a level 3 is outside of range for my level 4 wizard. This is a complicated thing. It is a D&D thing. I have been nagging about it for centuries. I have been told there's nothing that I can do about this. It will stay like this forever. So,
Yes, I agree with what he's talking about. How people who can't cast that level spell can use an item that can cast that level spell. It makes no fucking sense. Because magic is overpowered in D&D.
And indeed, as promised, we get a cinematic, an updated cinematic.
Ooh, I like it. It's pretty.
And so I get to ask 5 questions. So we're going to ask him first and foremost, did he find your sister?
Screaming, but not real.
Oof, oof. Stream quality. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No.
Don't break the water.
They must be using
I'm
Streamlabs.
going to just leave it at that. Now, David mentioned that we made it more user-friendly to be able to continue playing with Speak with Dead. You actually get to recast it on any dead body until I take a, I think it's a long rest. So I can now basically talk to his brother. And indeed, we get another cinematic. So we see that that cinematic system is now covered.
Kill the hag.
And this is the method that we use for when you kill everybody like an idiot and then you don't know what to do anymore. Not that you are idiots, of course. It's up to
Stuff that you would know? Nothing.
But if you kill everybody and you didn't pay attention,
I don't know when you started watching, Chris.
Go talk to their bodies and then they'll tell you what you have to do. So this guy is saying like, well, kill the hack. And that could give you a quest update if you didn't get the quest, etc. So I'm gonna ask him, what drove your sister to leave?
She's scared she won't be a good mom, but she will. I know it.
This is very nice. It's very pretty. I like it a lot.
How did you plan on killing this hack?
With pitchforks. Stupid.
Well, we can agree on that. Let's ask, well, I mean, I think, well, how did you die, actually?
So innocent.
The fucking monsters. So it must be a game issue, not a stream issue.
Let's continue with the journey.
Oh no, it's definitely a stream issue, okay.
A couple of questions about why these brothers are dead.
There we go.
What's up with the sister, and what in general is going on with the swamp.
You know, Belgium when they're scuffed internet, you know?
Alright. Let's get in here. And then you see the decoration has also been, if you played it in early access on day 1 and you play it now, you see that everything's getting continuously improved.
So they talked about the graphics being improved, they talked a lot of bug fixes, they talked about new dialogue options, talked about new lighting aspects, a lot of smaller stuff like that. They talked about the flaming fish shield being in the game now in specific places, and I missed it. Talked about spell effects. Made me mad. They said Witch Bolt, for example, can electrify water, which pisses me off, because Witch Bolt isn't always electricity.
I get a wizard option because I had a Gale.
You don't want to be a hag in D&D,
Is this
Chris.
intimidation part of the bargaining process, or does
You will die right now. Well, low level you'll die. Hags are fucking brutal.
Many people do.
You know, I was going to give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door, but I think you and I could have a bit of fun together.
Low level stuff. You guys can't handle a level 5 caster right now. In our Discord group, if I threw a hag at you, you would die.
Oh, if that is my arena. I have some bad news for her.
Keep that hole under your nose shut. Or things will get messy.
You know what that sounds like to me? Leverage.
What is it? What's going on?
So now I get the option to say,
Oh, we have a Discord. That's my Discord. The D&D Discord is this, my friend.
Your brothers.
This is the D&D Discord.
Auntie Ethel killed her brothers.
That can't be true.
There you go.
Auntie Ethel.
They were being rude, and I detest rudeness.
The deal is up.
Enough, away with
Slight case of overacting there.
So,
And with a
silence at
wave of
last.
the hand.
that sounds like a ton of fun.
Do her good. And you.
Alright, I appreciate you, Dylan. Thank you for applying to our Roll20 D&D Bless Marches. Can't keep a straight face anymore when you say that shit like that. Fire kill 20,221. Okay.
Alright, so I take it we're not going to be friends. So we're going to get in combat and I'm going to try to show you a whole bunch of druid powers in here. If I don't ruin it. So we got the hag over here.
It's gonna run away.
But we're also going to have to deal with the red caps who are going to be joining in a minute now.
Yeah, okay, so he's not gonna zerg the hag.
I'm going to use my druid's ability, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
And I'm going to cast it at these two gentle fellows.
Hmm.
So basically, I now have a Moonbeam, and every turn I'm going to be moving that beam. So this beam is going to get. I'm going to steal my.
Please, quality. Quality control, where are you at?
My bear, my polar bear, because I'm Circle of the Moon Druid. Alright. Okay, perfectness.
Shade, have you not played Baldur's Gate 3? It's so good, man. So good. When it first released, I put like 125 hours into it. The first like week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks it came out. Classic combo. Moonbeam plus bear.
Just to buff myself up. And so the bless spell, she needs to stay concentrated on it, but it gives a 1d4 bonus to the attack rolls and the saving throws. So it's basically going to give me a higher.
Quality control hasn't. It's not quality control about the game. It's just the stream quality, man. Like at Larian, they need to hire somebody for this stuff.
Here, I don't want to throw her in combat. She's my cleric.
And my thing is, they need to hire somebody. How does nobody who develops a game understand bitrate and stream quality and tech and gear for all this? Like if my dumbass can figure it out, why can't they?
Some poisonous fumes at us. So that's unfortunate too. And she cast a vicious mockery spell on us. And what does that do? It gives me
You know their computers and all this stuff, the gear they have is better than what I have at home.
Okay, I'm going to give my Githyanki.
Give yourself credit, you are dumb. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Pardon. And I am going to.
I feel like compared to a game developer, I am dumb when it comes to technology-based stuff.
That they don't pass without my Githyanki taking a
I'm
swipe.
fucking making you think I could buy.
Attack of opportunity. And then I'm going to use
OnlyFans. I check out your OnlyFans, Shade. I want to see that hip bruise on your OnlyFans.
I'm going to cut. Oh, no, I'm going to do grease first. Try to plug them. Somebody from the production didn't give me something to drink because of the smoke behind me. I'm getting a very sore throat. Okay. All right.
What?
So, we've got a whole bunch
What Gale buff does he have? They all failed their save?
greased up. What do you call it?
It's a level 1 spell!
So I'm going to.
Never. Never before have I ever seen that happen in this game.
She has. No, sorry. I need to select my Githyanki fighter. And I'm
It was a wizard, not a druid, Dylan. Stop it.
Actually. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that.
And she's an Eldritch Knight. Okay, that's fine.
Just smack this guy. I could actually put them all on fire, but I like them being in the grease, so I'm gonna keep them in grease. Just smack. Oh my god, look at that. 22. That was pretty good. And he is gonna. Well, no, he's fine. Well, he's not exactly fine.
So the reason why his attacks are so good, Chris, is he's using a feature called Loaded Dice. So you know how you always bitch about the randomness of randomness? The Loaded Dice feature removes some of the randomness of the randomness. So basically, if you roll poorly, it loads your dice so you don't continue to roll poorly. They talked about that earlier too.
And the Githyanki are basically gonna keep And on the next turn, I'm going to have...
Dylan, you're just trying to trigger me. I'm not falling for it.
Okay. And I'm going to do with her, I'm going to cast a Guiding Bolt.
You should have line of sight, buddy.
One of them, yeah. Perfect. That's 26.
Oh, that...
Wow, okay.
Why?
Alright, next turn.
Stop.
Yes.
They're prone. It should have been disadvantage, no? Apparently, no. Well, it's toggleable. You can turn it on or off. I would play with it off personally. I feel like it's an easy mode. Personally,
They are doing nasty things to my bear. They're going to try to
unless it's both, unless the AI gets it too.
So she makes
I feel like
her
it's cheating.
in there, and then she dashes off, and then she's going to leave it alone with these guys. We got to save my bear. All right, there she goes. So we got another red cap. That's up. Oh my god, not the bear. Ouch! So the bear
Gets,
is HP, but now you see how powerful the druid is actually, because she just changed back into her druid shape.
Yep.
And she still has, she's still alive, which is actually a good thing. Okay, we need to fix this here now.
So what you do is you jump and thunder wave them all back through the grease.
So if I do a really good sleep spell, like sleep level 2, I can put 2 of them to sleep. Bang, there you go. And I only need to deal with this guy. And as it happens, I got my Githyanki warrior here. She could boost herself. So she's got a really cool weapon, actually. She's got this Tyr's weapon, Sword of Justice. It gives her Tyr's protection, so she can boost her AC with 2, which makes her very hard to hit. But it could also spell her doom if she fails. So I gotta be careful, and I already used my action surge. What would you do, actually? Would you hit her, or boost your...
You attack the ones down.
That's the big question.
Keep hitting.
You let the one. No, 'cause you have Gale, the Druid, and Shadowheart next. You kill the one that's down.
Chug, chug.
Okay, I'll drink for plus 15, and then I'm gonna just smack. That was not the best.
Whatever, that's fine.
But maybe my wizard can still do. No, he already moves, right? Okay, well, we'll just have to survive. Oh, that's great.
Go upstairs quietly.
Maybe we should remove some of the poison on them. Maybe we should. I didn't put any healing spells on my bar. Smart, pretty smart. Because these guys are gonna wake up again eventually, also, right?
You have a scroll, I think.
I like how the developer's trying to help him through it.
Alright. It's one that I need to leave next doors to her. Alright, well, we're just gonna try to kill these guys then. Okay, that should...
So am I wrong? That's a range attack. It should be a disadvantage, right?
Going well.
Because they're prone.
This is gonna be easy, this fight.
It's a ranged spell attack. That's still.
I can tell you that.
It's still a ranged touch attack.
Alright.
So therefore, it should qualify with range mechanics, right? So the fact he crit and then hit again with a ranged spell attack is bullshit. Bullshit. It's not. It should be a disadvantage.
There we go.
So let's just make spellcasting even stronger than it already is.
Ram it! Oh, that was a very disappointing ram.
I'll calm down.
You're still there. Get a bit closer.
Man, Marshall's too weak, man.
Do I still have? No, I don't. Okay, nerf.
Man, baby rage. It's not even about the game. That's just me about D&D.
This guy, what is he doing? He's casting Bloodlust on this guy. What does Bloodlust do?
There's no way you're gonna get a crit on disadvantage roll.
He can hit 3 times?
That's a multi-attack.
Yeah, it's multi-attack, not.
Because of the Bloodlust, right? Creature can attack 3 times. It regains 3d6 hit points if it lands a killing blow.
Mm-hmm.
We can't allow that to happen. Alright.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, the first one was a crit.
I'm gonna put my AC up. Alright, so that's gonna give me like a very high armor class now. 18, so 15 from armor, plus 1 from dexterity, plus 2 from the boost. And we're going to smack this guy. Oh, this is a good smack. And now, okay, he can finish her. He can probably finish it off with his magic missiles. So let's try that. Cast magic missile. Oh, actually, oh no, that's too cast. Oh no, I'm going to cast magic. Yeah. Up, 2, 3. Goodbye. There you go. Very, very, very good. Fortunately, there's a level cap, so I'm not really leveling.
Oh, I thought they started it. I was so excited.
But we're doing not that bad.
Oh.
So she now smacks
I thought that was planted for that one reason. They're gonna raise level cap.
Should have done it vice versa. It wasn't a clever move.
I was so happy for a moment.
Right. Fairly easy fight.
Why are you using Guiding Bolt?
Alright.
He's 3 hit points left, man.
Got one guy left. What can go wrong? Nothing, I guess.
Yeah, he caught it quick. He caught it quick.
But I was lucky.
Corrected it.
Alright, or maybe it was loaded dice that were to my advantage. I shoot this guy. I know, do you still have your jump, your mega jump? You do, right? So, jump, do your mega jump next to him. Boom! Didn't expect that, did you? Red cap. And boom! Boom! Boom.
Critical miss. There you go.
Alright.
Get some.
Okay, let's try that again. Oh, well, this is an excellent opportunity to bring my flaming sphere. Why is my flaming sphere not clicking?
Well, no, it's just that normies, I don't know how else to call you, non-D&D players who don't understand that bad rolls happen in clusters, right? Like it's just a fact of D&D that when you're playing D&D, you're gonna have nights where you roll nothing but 1s and 2s. So that's the randomness of a D20. It happens IRL just like it happens in a video game, but people don't take that as a possibility, so they just complain about dice rolls. So they implement loaded dice to make people who are complaining shut up. That's all it is. I've been classified. That's fine. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, if you don't play D&D, you don't understand that. Anybody who's played D&D IRL, and most of you have, when you're rolling a dice, there are nights where you roll 15 nat 1s. It happens. But people don't like that fact when it comes to a video game. So they make loaded dice to make it feel like as if it's not possible. But that's not true randomness now if it's loaded.
Alright, so this fight is at an end.
Exactly, it's the fun of it, but people don't know.
90%. Loaded dice, baby.
See, that's why he's talking about. He hates it too. I guarantee you, Swen hates it too. But the community doesn't like it, so they're going to listen to the community because that's what they say they do at Larian, which is awesome. That's why I love Larian. But the point is that sometimes they give in to the community, and it's not better, in my opinion.
Okay. Let's do that. I got all the smoke in my face. It's not working well.
Right, I'll have it off too. So I mean, the one thing I will say is that they said it's toggleable, right? So you can turn it on or off with the settings. So at least it's that, right? So people like me who have, oh, you're cheating, and I'll talk shit about it. At least I can turn it off. It's not just a core feature of the game, right? Then there's people who want it to be easier and more consistent.
Now she's dead.
Oh wow, his players are dying.
Things could have been going better. Alright. So can we...
Oh, no. Gale's dead too. From the poison.
Gone better.
He's so bad.
Guys, could we switch off the smoke behind me? Because I can hardly breathe. Okay. So... let's do the scroll of Revivify.
Right, 100% I agree with you, Chris. And that's the thing is that people who don't play tabletop D&D or don't play this game because they like D&D, they don't care about the immersion of dice rolls. They want to play the game and have fun, which is fine. It's still a video game, right? At the end of the day. But I don't like the loaded dice as being on display here.
So, we still have Gale that's dead, so we're gonna have to sacrifice yet another one of these scrolls of resurrection. They're expensive, so I'm gonna have to buy new ones. And we gotta find Gale back, who is down here, and we are going to...
He's stable, I think. I think he should be able to just help.
He just needs help. Yeah, that's right. He has the icon of stabilization.
I mean, my entire career of D&D rolling badly.
Get in trouble here. Gale, I just click on your icon there. Oh, so that does work. Clicking on the party. I have a problem with my mouse here, so I might be actually misclicking, so apologies for it. It has to do with the armor. Alright, we gotta go to camp, end my day, and just have a little rest here. So, we're gonna get a small moment with Shadowheart, I guess.
Damn thing. It has to open, surely.
Oh, it's the box.
Shadowheart Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over.
I wonder what this turns into too.
The box is inscribed with glyphs similar to those used by the Githyanki.
Off stream, I tried to kill her and take it to see if I could make it work. Still doesn't do anything.
Artifact. How did you come by that?
Just because my stream friends would have been really upset at me if I was murdering Shadowheart.
Okay, I know what she's
Ruthlessly.
going to do. I mean, like, if I ask any of these questions, she's going to be angry at me. But, I mean, she's angry at me anyway, so... no need to be secretive.
A
You can
bold
trust me.
statement, if not an accurate one. Leave me be.
Oh, Shadowheart, so many secrets. Alright. Well, let's see if we can find a friendlier soul. How about the dog? Does this scratch?
Everybody wants Shadowheart to be their girlfriend, and Shadowheart's just a super bitch Karen.
Alright, let's see if I can wrestle it from him.
Scratch. Oh, no.
Just not.
Dog's
I
beefy.
have inspiration points, so I could try again, but I'm not going to do
She
that.
is
Instead,
6.
I'm gonna do a little trick that
How
I
is he at
saw.
6 inspiration?
And that is, I'm going to let him keep the ball, but I'm going to use, I need a little short rest here, so that I get these wild shape points back, so I have 2 charges, and the short rest restores them.
Okay.
I'm
At least you have
turn
charges
myself
for wild shape.
into a-
There's your wild shape character list, Kohai, if you're still here.
And I'm gonna alpha the dog. 'cause it's
Oh,
cat
wow.
day,
That's not a
so
wolf,
dog.
buddy. That's a dire wolf.
Chewed ball in his mouth.
Alright.
That's a
Now
fucking
I'm
dire
alphaing him,
wolf.
and I'm basically telling him, hand over the ball. And so, as these things go, he's not even gonna argue.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that.
Jathel, yes, 100% shade. Love it. Love it.
You can call me Scratch.
Ah, man, you're a nice dog. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what happened to your owner. So I found this dog near his master who was killed. And so I adopted him. And now I'm alphaing him, and now I feel bad about it. But, alright, so...
I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. No one can replace him. I'm glad to have somewhere to lay my head.
Alright. Okay, dog. Alright.
Dude, that's a that's not a wolf, man. That's a fucking
some,
beast.
new resurrection things, because in case it goes wrong.
Look at that thing.
Let's go there. Where is he? Hello. Oh, can't speak like that, so let me dismiss my wild shape. Use wild shape button, and let's talk. So the way it works, if you talk to your companions, you can actually talk when you're an animal because they know about you. If you talk with strangers, you do need to turn yourself into your regular form.
Thy
As a
name
halfling.
has been recorded.
But this guy, I picked him up in some chapel in the beginning of the game.
Wolf-shaped horse.
So he's been following me around for whatever.
It's a Russian wolf.
Which is only going to be explained later in the game. But the cool part about him is that he actually.
Be assured, it is not by choice.
In Mother Russia, we know I have wolf. We have bear like wolf.
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
In America, you ride horse. In Russia, we ride wolf.
A matter of coin.
That's outrageous.
Such is life.
Or polar bears, you're talking about Total War.
Outrage.
Or I should say Warhammer. For Kislev.
Isn't that right? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to trade you for some resurrection scrolls.
Yes.
I'm going to buy all of them, and I'm going to give you for that. I'm going to give you the dog's ball. No, I'm not going to do that, right? I'm just going to buy them. All right. Okay. All right. Oh no! I did it wrong. No! All right. Oh, that is.
Did he just?
I misclicked. Oh no. No resurrection.
This guy.
It's gonna be great. How much
This
money?
guy.
I
He
have
just
2
traded him
gold.
all his gold for nothing.
Should be able to handle it. I think I'll better go to sleep, right? Rather than
Oh
stay
my.
here and continue
Oh my.
the exploration of the druid. So what we're going to do is we're going to try our druid shape.
Oh my.
And we're going to go into the dungeon of the hag, and we're going to try to solo the dungeon and save Myrina from the hag using nothing but my druid abilities.
Doesn't he?
and without
Have you
putting
watched
the rest of the party
Sven play games, Chris? He needs. The dude's terrible.
Call them in.
Again, it's a meme in the community that he's the worst game player ever.
Do a lot of this dungeon just using my druid. All right, so
That's why he always does this, and that's why you always hear the development team in the background talking shit to him.
However, I am going to get a little bit of help. I'm going to ask Shadowheart here to give me a blessing. And the blessing that she needs to give me is protection against evil, because good and evil actually.
It's
So
not
the way it
prepared.
works is protection against good and evil.
They need to switch this too. They need to switch that, man. Oh my gosh, my brain.
And that's going to prevent her
Oh, it
from
hurts.
or possessing me, things that she's actually particularly good at. All right.
They didn't fix it yet. For those of you who don't know, clerics need to prepare spells before a day's rest. All right, he just swapped his prepared spells in the middle of the rest, and now he's going to cast the spell he swapped. That's why I'm freaking out.
Okay, good.
Not okay.
So she needs to keep
Not okay.
concentrating on this, so she can't give me anything else. Can she give me actually? She can.
And again, it's because it's a video game mechanics, blah blah. But don't care.
So consider me buffed up. And can I actually get the shield, or is that only? That's only for myself, right?
It's only for you, buddy. Yep.
Okay. So anything else? Or you can give me false life. I guess is false life going to maintain? I know it's only for yourself. Okay, never mind. All right.
Self-cast, yeah.
Consider my druid buff, and let her enter.
You're on Lazel.
That's not you, the druid. I said. Let her attack. And see.
Now they were claiming earlier this dungeon can't be soloed. I totally soloed it with my ranger. My ranger build that was fucking ridiculously overpowered. Oh, more quality issues. Awesome.
All right. Let's first go and introduce ourselves to the locals. Do they have anything to say with us? All right. This looks like a pleasant place.
Dude, it looks so much prettier. Oh my.
Oh, look at that. She just popped off.
This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Alright, well, you know what? I think I'll stay a while.
Wriggler, eaten your brain
Also, there's a
already.
bird nest on your head.
Leave. Or you'll end up in tonight's stew. You'll go nicely with Mayrina. She's already marinated.
Oh, that's the writer being clever there. Alright, so this is like a small museum of the Hacks trophies. So here you see a woman that's holding her own head, and if you click on the head, you get like a...
She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed her.
Guy trapped in the mirror.
Yep.
We're looking for on this guy. Well, actually, we're gonna listen to his story.
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him.
For some reason, I've been disconnected from chat.
A whole bunch of victims of the hack.
Yeah, what happened?
So, to convince us that she's not a very nice person. So, and here is actually a trick. This is why I actually took the protection against good and evil, because I knew I was going to come here. So this mask, if you put it on, you become part of the flock.
Okay, Shade.
Let us just do that so you can see what happens. So let's equip.
There we go. Okay.
The mask suits you. Just relax. See the world with fresh eyes.
Rangers decombussed. I hate you stealing so much.
And so, if I wouldn't have
Yeah, no, it's
protection
challenging.
against evil and good,
Don't get me
what would
wrong.
happen now is that every turn, for 60
Oh,
seconds,
that's
I
clever.
would have to,
That's
roll
clever.
intro or risk being controlled by the hack. And if I were controlled by the hack, my party would lose me.
That's
It's
clever.
popularity in multiplayer.
I like it.
Sorry, wrong button. Now, putting on the mask actually does have its advantages because it allows me to see the illusions.
That is so clever. I didn't even think about that spell use for this.
And so what I can do is I can just walk through this door. There are obviously other ways of discovering this, but this is a particularly neat way of doing it.
Love
What
it.
Nick said about the utility value of a cat. We're going to assume wild-shaped cat now. Okay. And so we're going to use the cat to bypass these now. Oh, actually no. Ah, man. Okay. Too late, right? Okay. I'm going to change this. I'm going to dismiss my wild shape. So
Now you
that
fucked
I
up.
still have that mask effect on me, and I don't want them. Where is it? Okay, so I'm just going to drop this on the floor because it's useless now, and I'm going to make a short rest because I'm going to have to change something.
Let's abuse short rest now.
So,
Okay, cool, cool.
Let me do that again. Let me turn into a cat. So you see, now these guys are my enemies. That's because I don't have the mask on anymore, because if I have the mask, they would consider me one of them. Now, what we're going to do is, we want to get over here to this waterfall. But there are nasties walking around here, patrolling around. Now, the cat is an excellent stealth.
Just murder him.
If you look at the stats of the cat, and you go to
What?
its dexterity, then you see that it gets a +4 to its stealth, which is really, really good. Now, if we go
They
to
gave the
stealth
cat
mode,
a 16 charisma.
stealth mode, you see
I
vision
call
cones that
bullshit.
appear. So vision cones like this, these red ones. If I walk into that, I need to make a roll, and this roll is going to depend on my stealth value. So I have a pretty good chance of succeeding in this, but I just want to make sure, so I'm going to try to avoid getting into this area. You see that little circle, that little sun on my cursor?
Means you're
Now,
invisible.
It's currently hollow, and here it's full. Here it's because this is a zone where there's light, so if I go there, it's going to be harder to remain in stealth, and here it's easier because it's hollow. So I'm going to try to get up
Is
there.
that not intuitive?
Make it easier for me to
Like-
control the game.
like,
I'm going to hit the enter turn-based mode.
I can't believe he has to
essentially,
explain that.
I'm now doing this turn
That's a
by
powerful
turn that
meow.
allows me for pinpoint accuracy. So if I click on the jump button now, I'm going to be able to jump on this thing. And then it's going to be the end of my turn, and you see I could actually position myself there, where the guy can't see me, and then I'm going to end my turn.
Yep.
So now it's up to the bad guys, and so they get their turn.
Now you're gonna jump again
Finished moving, it's going to be
because
my
it's
turn again.
super busted
So
mechanic.
we got a guy here that is very close. So we're going to just skip our turn, just let him pass by.
Or he's not. Okay.
Do a little inspection of this guy. So if we examine him, we notice that he is a human. Now it doesn't show here yet. It's one of the things that we need to add still. But the humans don't have dark vision, so they can't see in the dark.
Right.
If we go over here, for instance, these guys. So let's have a look at this guy here. This guy is a drow half elf.
Ah.
Really good at seeing in the dark. So
Interesting.
what I'm going to do is I'm now going to sneak off this ladder in my cat form. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
I didn't even realize they took vision like that into consideration. That's really cool.
The light. All right. I'm going to stand here and just hope he's not going to see me. I actually went down a little bit. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. It's their turn.
Cats are
He
busted.
can't see anymore because it's dark, so his vision is.
That's really cool. I didn't know they did that for this game.
And
For
you
humans.
know what is a very, very stupid move? Like the most stupid thing that you could do right now is like hitting the meow button. So we're going to do that. All right. And so the meow button obviously alerts them. These guys are surprised because they didn't expect a sneaking cat to be here in the dark. And so they are now all active and hostile to me. And so each turn, these guys are going to be rolling for wisdom. And if they fail, they're going to be hostile and attack me. And if they succeed, they're going to try to resist the hag that's in their heads. Now look at my cat who became very ferocious on International Cat Day. We're not going to kill our cat by attacking. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to use that dismiss wild shape here. So we're going to turn ourselves into
Okay.
Alright.
Now you can't fly. Now you can't transform again.
Okay.
Because you fucked up.
A dire raven.
Oh, okay, never mind. You can.
And so we're going to use the ability of the dire raven to fly, so to get ourselves out of this area.
So that was his action, right?
Fly over there. Look at that bird go. And the bird has incredible mobility on the battlefield. Alright, so we're going to try to. We can actually make this one. So these guys are never going to catch up with us. So it's an excellent flea creature. Yeah, look at it. It can still keep on going, actually. Can it make this one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it can. Look at it go. Look at it go. Woo!
That's
There you go.
fine.
So it managed. Oh, and there's traps here. And it actually managed to fly out of combat. So I can now leave turn-based mode. No, sorry, I don't want to flee. I'm actually outside. I know, I'm still in turn. No, I'm sorry. Just not far enough yet. So these guys don't know where to go.
Well, it's got fly.
Now
That's
I
fine.
can just jump out of combat.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Head over here. Can I? Yeah, I can. What?
Yeah, you should be able to fly wherever he needs to.
Now
He's
I'm
got
out of
fly.
combat.
That's
Alright.
fine.
And so I'm going to get out of my wild shape form here. So see all the things that I'm doing. I'm just using my druid form. I haven't actually engaged in combat.
The
at all.
problem is, I want to know is that wild shape looked like it was a free action, which is not okay. That's the biggest thing. It takes an action.
I lost short rest.
Unless you're Circle of the Moon, right?
To a badger. We learned
Which
from
I don't
the
know if he is
badger
or not. So maybe he's Moon Druid. That I think makes Wild Shape a free action.
we have over there. Well, not excellent at sneak
I'd have to look it up. I'm not 100% the most versed on
So,
druids.
Badger up over here. And that's not working, sorry.
Or to make it a bonus action and then you can still attack.
Say, hey, Marina.
Yeah.
Marina, can you hear me? She can't hear me because
Which is okay, but if he's not a Moon Druid and he's doing it, that's a problem.
I forgot to do something.
Yeah, right.
Uh-oh. You know what I forgot? Oh, I have no speed potion.
No speed potion.
I have no Whale. Alright. Oh, mind your language, lady. I don't know about you guys, but I just love it. Like, look at the badger versus the hag. Being an animal, using all of the animal's abilities. It's just cool. She actually doesn't deserve to be saved.
The hags are so good, honestly.
She's putting the cage on fire. And then what?
To make her fall.
She's got initiative on me on top of it. Oh, yeah. She's
I think I
summering
should
a bunch
give a
of
fuck.
the masked guys.
Okay.
And Marina can't do a lot because she's in her cage. And then it's me, the hero of the story. So this cage.
Okay.
Because I was surprised I didn't get a move right. Oh man. It got even worse. Now there's illusions of the hack here also.
Interesting. I don't know why he didn't kill the 4 earlier.
So this cage is on fire. 18 out of 40.
He's not going to win this counter. He's going to lose.
I can badger myself closer to her.
Dude.
But I don't have a...
Your boy Crystilla would be so happy to see this right now. Hag is salty as fuck, yeah.
We're going to have to bring in the cavalry, so there goes the bet. So, the team has been betting on me failing this. I hate it when they're right. Alright.
No, I know for a fact he's going to lose this if he leaves just solo.
We're going to try to do this with as minimum cavalry as possible, right? So we're going to bring in the wizard.
Of course you bring the wizard. Magic. Magic OP, 5e.
First of all,
or just D&D in general.
We're going to actually go and pick up, let's see what you have. You have a potion of animal speaking, and healing. We're going to need those. What is over there? These are
Greater potion of healing, there you go.
Better. I think I need to go up here to be able to pick up the rest. So you go up.
Or we just show the arrow that everybody acts like they can't get.
Camera work is something that is still in progress, so what is this? Ah, yeah, there you go. So it is going to improve. Click on this. Well, it's a bit of gold. Actually, if I were to have 200 gold, I would be able to go and buy at least one of those.
Loot Goblin. Listen, look at him go.
This potion of greater healing too, but I need a potion of speed, and I know there's one here in the house of the hag.
Right there to your right, isn't it?
All right, this is the one we needed. The potion of speed, potion of invisibility, potion of healing. I wonder. Well, we're gonna try this, right? We're gonna just try it. Okay, so we're gonna do this without glitching it completely. So we're gonna go down, and we're gonna head over here. So we're gonna go inside of the cave, continue our journey, and now we don't have to worry anymore about those masked Avengers, I was gonna say, those masked guys, because they are all gone, because they were summoned by the hack, so we can just get through this area. The only thing we'll need to deal with is
the poison.
The poison cloud. Now, I've been in this situation before for other reasons, so that's why I know pretty much how I'm going to handle this.
Yes, Shade.
And as I was experimenting with the game, I found a pretty cool systemic. I want to show
So
you.
what happens, Shade, is that
I'm gonna jump
one character's a turn order, the other ones aren't in combat, so you can move them about as you'd like to.
They're not healthy.
So the idea is that when you are in a multiplayer, essentially, right, that basically not everybody has to be in the combat. They don't want to lock people out of moving and doing stuff.
Rolling over them, and so that is just insanely cool. Right? I just have to be careful because it can also burn the ladders, so that's a problem. But otherwise, no, it's just destroyed.
The ball of fire can leap.
But like this, it is actually a. See, I just need to be able to navigate it because it is fairly large, and I'm going to get myself stuck here. Oh god. gonna get myself stuck. Did I get myself stuck with my bull? I did get myself stuck with my bull. Go over here, bull. How did I do this? Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, I guess. Okay. Bull, do something. Ah, I thought I could get through here. I did
Leap to the ground.
Nope. And this is a bit cynically seen still. It's all parts of the game in production. I actually don't remember this.
Well, you're cheesing the game, dude.
So, can I? No. I'm not going to be able to use my.
So those of you who don't know,
unless I can enhance the jump.
one of the things that Larian loves to do, specifically Swen, is he likes the idea of having ways to cheese the game left in, because it makes it more fun for creative gameplay, which I agree with. It's really fun. So when he does things that are gimmicky and cheesy, that's why they can do it and they showcase it, because it's one of the features that they like to leave in. But yeah, there's a lot of new spells. Druid.
I need you to help me. Alright.
Druid spell list is in now.
Alright, that's more like it, bull. Alright, I could have done better with my first bull. It did cost me a spell slot, right? And my guy is not super healthy either. Okay, is there any way, Nick, that I can make him like hard to see? Like with blur? No, that doesn't help it. Any
I think you got a potion of invisibility, isn't it? The white one?
No, that's the speed one.
No, the other one.
The other one, top right.
One?
There you
Oh,
go.
I was super lucky. Okay, good. Alright, let's approach ball.
Rope trick now.
Yeah, with the potion of invisibility, I'm going to be able to bring my potion of speed to my Badger.
You got lucky there.
And this should do what I needed to do. Alright. I do need I'm going to take a healing potion here because otherwise I don't want to be dead. So we have this really interesting, cool system where combat and turn-based, you can basically jump away from it and continue playing in real time, then have your other party members join. It is not a thing that, if you think about it, it's super logical, but in multiplayer it works really well, and in single player it actually aids you in combat when you are in pickles like this. So, I'm going to start sneaking. Alright, all I need to do is get to him. And I could actually use my magic pockets to get it to him. It's much more fun if I do it this way, right? So if I'm invisible...
Yeah, it's Flaming Sphere, whatever it's called.
But it's going to be quick, you need to act.
Oh yeah, but after this mode.
You can also throw the potion.
I could, but if I miss, he's not going to be invisible. And actually... He's invisible now, right? I gave it to him, right? So
yes.
He's invisible. So he... technically speaking, get to the hack and try to throw her into the chasm? Alright, well, let's do these things. You need to... Well, yeah.
He's gonna make Gale, the wizard, try to physically throw the hag into a pit?
To pass the potion? Should be.
Yeah. You want me to throw it?
Ooh. I'm 85% sure this is gonna work.
You're 85% sure? But if it fails, we're gonna be dead. Alright, let's use the conventional way, which is to pass through the potion.
God gaming, I mean, I guess.
Their own system. Alright.
Don't like it. They need to get rid of magic pockets.
Can now... Oh, what did I do?
They need to get rid of magic pockets. That's... Look. Thick.
We're gonna do burrow over here. Okay. Actually, this is good. Burrow over there.
Which is a teleport, because it shouldn't be able to burrow through the fucking dead space.
I needed that potion of speed because it gives me an extra action. Actually, I should have used it before because I might not get there. I don't have the range. Oh yes. Can I? I can. I can, Nick. You know what this means?
Marina is safe?
Marina is safe, exactly. Alright, so let me click that. There she goes. She was in the pickle because if she would have fallen, if that thing would have burned, she would have fallen there. She would have been dead.
Right.
Alright, this was pretty good. Okay.
Pretty easy, I must say.
So, let's press and turn and see what happens. Okay, so, and turn on you. He's actually in
He's gonna die.
He's protected from evil. See, that protection from evil helped there, I think. So that one failed its roll, so it's under control. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Don't mess with the hag.
Well, so much for that. So much for that.
What looks like an easy fight. The game.
That's what the hag wanted you to think.
Man, everything's an illusion, right?
Mm.
Oh man, come on. I'm still alive though. I'm not dead yet.
I mean, you have 50 health left, buddy. And you have whole person on you.
Don't hit me, please. Don't hit me. I can make it as a druid. Don't hit Marina. Yes, I can see that hags never lose. Alright.
I love the music, man. I forgot about how good it was, man.
Those voices are not recorded yet. So that's what that exclamation mark means. Oh man. Where's Gale when you need him anyway?
So try to push off the hag, isn't he?
Alright. What do you think, Nick? Misty step?
Why?
Is that gonna break my invisibility? Misty step here? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do?
Ooh. Thunderwave, yeah.
Thunderwave.
Alright.
Thunderwave, baby.
You can do it, son.
No. I need to move a little bit more behind her. Okay. I'm gonna actually manage to do this, and like I will be the victor of the day. Check this out. Check this out.
Unless it saves.
All right. Loaded. Dice.
Saved. Saved.
Saving throw. She's very athletic for a hag.
Yep.
All right. This is not gonna work out, is it? Best laid plan of men and mice. All right. Let's make this more interesting for ourselves. Let's turn into the bear. I'm pretty sure if I were to throw, I just need to know which one it is, but he could actually help me with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think I need the others?
Yeah, it looks like that.
It certainly looks like it, right? So, okay, we're gonna try to get the others in here. All right, this might be a little bit more of an epic battle than we expected it was gonna be. Okay, so you think he's gonna be able to get through? Oh, he can dash twice because of the thing. The potion.
Oh, the potion?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
No! Leave me alone. So he's gonna be able to dash all the way to the summoning ring. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so there opens door. Sick bear, I gotta say. So I know this game a little bit. So I know that there is an actual ring here.
I know this game a little bit.
And so through this ring, I will be able to bring in the rest of the party to help us. In the meantime, I need to make sure that this guy is not dead. God damn it. He's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's your turn? No, sorry. Come on, guys. I mean, you gotta put your heart in it. You gotta resist a little bit.
You gotta resist a little bit.
I'm never gonna make it this right. I'm probably way over the schedule already.
Gotta respect the hag.
I'm much more respectful already. What idiocy drove me to try this life? Hubris. Like it's always the beginning of the end. Oh, no. He's just standing there.
I think this is arguably the hardest encounter of the game right now, right? This or the gift patrol, which is probably why he's trying to do it.
What do you think? This is not gonna work, right? Go. Oh, he's dead?
Yeah. And he's in a poison cloud. He's definitely dead.
Cavalry ready. Let's see. Let's get them outside. No, actually, they don't need to go outside. They can already. Actually, they should get close to this door here, over there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it? I think that's the way, right? And so, where's the bear? The bear is still suffering. It's almost there. She's starting to heal everybody.
You didn't do any damage yet, man. It's okay.
So yeah, so we did start the stream by saying
turn around the fog.
Now you see why. Just if that thunderwave would have worked, my plan was almost foolproof. I trusted the loaded dice. I'm out of movement. I gotta dash again. I really shouldn't have done the bear, but yeah, he has a high survivability, so that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so the bear is good. So we're gonna send these guys over here. What's blocking them? The door is preventing them from getting it. Can I lockpick this door? I don't have any lockpicks, right? So
break it down.
Smack it then.
Yeah.
Smack it. Oh, look at this sword, man. Boom. Okay, can you please go and aid your friend who's down there? So So this could be perfectly a situation in multiplayer where an idiot like me would have gone down all on his own and then beg his friends to come and help him. There is not in a good shape though. Can I short rest now? He's dead, right? So I can't short rest if they're dead, right? Won't be able to do that. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, Shadowheart. Can you do something about this? Well, she should have some healing spells on her in the first place.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it again. Cheater.
Do you think I will
Cheater.
keep it just on the scrolls?
Cheater.
Like in combat? You think
No,
I'm
it's
gonna-
better to get one. Yeah.
Stop the cheating.
I'm gonna remove the enhanced ability. Healing word?
Sure.
Yeah. What about the other one? The
Left and bottom.
you want me to do cure wounds?
Need some oregano, black pepper.
Healing word is fine.
Yeah. You think I'm fine? All right. So.
Let's see, Twitch chat's freaking out too.
I'm not gonna waste a thing on him. He needs to. He actually has a lunar mend, which he can use. But I should probably do.
Nobody else is crying about it like I am.
Can I throw a healing potion at him?
Yeah.
And that works.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Potion of greater healing. Throw it at him.
How good it works.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Awesomeness. All right. Okay.
Something else we're fixing for this patch, actually.
Apparently they don't care. I care.
Don't deal
I
damage.
care.
Hopefully.
That they're not being fucking true to the fact that you can't fucking switch out spells on the fly.
Of course, it's physics. You throw a bottle at someone, but we see people keep killing their companions with that, and we want to try.
Typically, when you throw a potion, it is because you're in trouble, just like I am.
Yes.
All right. So it's 3 of us and 1 potential extra ally against a bunch of really nasty people. Hey, actually, wait a minute. We're here in her thing. Oh, she's got a whole bunch of rings, so let's take all of those. What else do we have here? I know there's a potion somewhere here.
Another potion of speed right there. He wants.
Another potion of speed here. So let's take that one. Staff of Crones, we're not going to
Take the hag brews, man. Drink those.
Surprises here, which we don't want up here. Okay, Nick, you got any strategies that you think I should use?
Yeah, don't suck.
Get my body back and especially kill the hag. I think if I can manage to get to the hag and throw her into the chasm, and that is a successful roll, that is that. Is she dying?
Yeah.
Oh, she's necrose.
Gale is killing everyone. You should shove Gale at the hag.
He keeps on healing her. I mean, and I think he's cheating because he can keep on healing her. So it's like Gale versus Marina. Oh my god, look at that. Okay. So I gotta explain this to the players watching. Gale, when he dies, has necrosis around him, and so this is now being used against these guys. And this is actually pretty good. So that means the hag is all on her own. I think actually my best chances would actually be to go into Cat and then push her.
Oh no.
Push.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know that I can try, but do you think they have any chances of success?
Low one. she is very strong and heavy, even for a badger.
Even for a badger. All right.
What fuck are you talking about, Chris? You talking about the changing spells?
Well,
no, that's just video. That's video game fuckery.
Sure.
That's just video game. That's just fuckery of them not understanding, not caring about the mechanic, or not being implemented properly yet. I'm hoping. So, in what other games do, because the tabletop implementation is very hard in a video game, and not like hard to do, but hard for players to play with at times. And it takes away some of the fun in a video game. So I'm hoping what they do is with the difficulty settings, they scale the rule set. So like easy is less rules light, normal is their optimal way to play the game, and hard is true to the rule set. Is what I'm hoping they do. If they don't just outright fix it, for lack of better words.
So is that a good Hail of Thorns? Is that a good opening attack?
No, it's not.
You sure? 35%.
Oh, 35%, but
this 45%.
Mm-hmm.
Can also throw my boots. You know, I've had great success with it in the past.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
It's 45%.
Don't do this.
You think I can make this?
Well, you're attacking
Jump.
for the sake of the first turn.
Yes. So what do you want me to do?
Jump.
Go for it.
I'm not going to do 35. Actually, I'm going to pin her. 45%. Oh, it worked. So that actually slows her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh,
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah, and she skipped her turn, so no
Alright,
illusions.
now we need to do our thing. I should have done the thing before. I have an action surge, so I need to take that potion of speed that we found. Where is it? Okay. Give it to her. Okay, so she got the potion of speed, which allows me to get...
He's trying to push her off and end the combat quickly.
Yeah, that cost your bonus action.
Without killing the other people that are mind controlled.
I have Thunder Wave.
Alright.
Alright.
You
What do you
need,
think?
you need to aim it so it's blue.
Yes, this right.
No.
No. Not good. Wait a minute. This works normally.
Yeah, it's a little tricky to get the...
There you go, you had it.
This is a bit finicky still. I can see there's a...
There you go.
Alright, you ready?
Alright.
Close your eyes.
She's...
How do you think? I'm afraid now, because if I fail, it's probably going to be game over, right?
Well, that's a roll of the dice.
Ha ha ha! Saved again. She's pinned down.
Alright.
Do it again.
Aye?
Do it again, do it again.
You think it's going to work?
Well, if you keep
Loaded
rolling...
dice, of course!
The loaded dice need to kick in. Anytime now.
There you go.
Yes!
Oh no!
She-
On the other side of the
Oh no!
That's a hack for you.
Oh,
totally
no.
got her.
Oh no!
Nope.
He's actually like, why did the bear sneak up and just shove her in now? Have the bear sneak?
Oh, and he has no wild shape shards left.
Sneak?
Can he push her?
Yeah, sneak.
Yeah, it's a badger.
Yeah, he's not a badger. He doesn't have wild shape charges anymore.
Oh yeah.
He can sneak into the combat, right? So he can get behind her.
And then wild shape out.
Look at that bear go, man.
Hello, Neil. How you doing?
So I'm going to dismiss my wild shape. Where is it?
I'm getting a bet for 45%.
I can't see the screen, so I'm probably boring people by now by doing all of these things. But all right. Oh, she doesn't have a potion of speed anymore. Damn it.
No.
I wanted to push her with a bonus action. That
Can't.
wouldn't have even helped. Don't have anything clever that I can do. Not really. Okay. Well, not making a terrible impression here, am I? Are you impressed, Nick?
I'm
Are
impressed
you
with the
impressed?
You're impressed
The
with that.
tenacity.
Well, you know, I could put on a torch. I'm not going to use the action.
This is going very well during rehearsals, you know?
I know.
That-
I know this was going very well during rehearsal.
Yeah.
But we've been plagued by a whole bunch of problems, right? So, no!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Game over, man.
there's no way we're gonna.
Game over.
Now I need to figure out where she is. Where's Gale actually? On the other side.
Gale's dead, dude. Throw the body at the hag.
Oh, he's here. So actually, I could probably resurrect him there from these guys. So. if
Why?
I use my last resurrection scroll,
Why?
and I try to get to Gale.
Why?
Get it closer. Alright, so I should probably put that on my bar.
He's just gonna die again.
You know why I wanted to buy the resurrection scroll. I did say I was going to try glitching things. Let's teleport him to a safe spot. Oh yeah, that's a good safe spot. Alright.
Why is that
Mighty.
safe?
Right next to the enemy archer.
Right.
Yeah, but you're gonna see, she's gonna have a successful attack roll, and that's gonna be good, and then we're going to, okay. So, you still need to shoot at one of those, so that we need to figure out which one is a real hack.
Yeah.
So if I shoot her, with my 20% chance to hit, man. Okay, but I can move, oh no, I could make some good berries.
Maybe Moonbeam is
Oh wait a
more
minute, no, I could
appropriate.
get spikes actually on these. See that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Now that they move, they might hurt.
Why are they not hit by the spikes?
Because
Well, they're
it's
slowed down. So
it's
if they
terrain.
happen to move.
He doesn't even know the mechanics of the game.
Slow down, if they happen to move, they'll be in there.
Read your spell list, man.
Maybe I could, man, keep on making the bad decisions here. Alright, I can actually smack this guy, right? But I don't want to kill them really, I just want to... Alright,
Aye, aye, aye. He's stressing me out.
Oh yeah. Where's Shadowheart actually? She's not in battle.
He just talked about how much he loves druids. That was it.
Telling me
Neil.
what I need to do. I would have done exactly that and then I could blame them for it.
He just talked about how great druids are, why druids are fantastic, why druids are amazing, why druids can use fire magic.
Oh yeah.
And he talked more about his love of druids. Did I miss anything, chat? Oh yeah, he talked about how much he loves druids.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die so hard.
Talked about how it's okay that they're bending the action economy of druids to make druids more badass.
If only.
Try to pull her down with the druid. I don't know if
You
that's
mean
gonna help.
my dead druid?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one, right? So I need to get to her first to help her. Can I make that jump? I can. Alright, so give her a helping hand. Helping hand. Stand up. Again, if I win this fight, I shall be very happy. Alright. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is a good idea. Can't I throw something like really hard at her? Like a longsword? Or like a block?
Don't forget about Nick.
Did that hurt her? Probably not.
A little.
Can I reach her still? I can actually.
Wow, what do you mean don't forget about Nick?
Alright, that was a fake one.
You fucked a druid.
I guess it's progress.
Oh yeah, Nick the Cow Druid.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No way I'm gonna make this. That's still gonna be a bit of a...
It wasn't as bad as I'm making it to be. I'm just not a big fan of what they're doing with Druid right now.
well.
Basically, Druid is a god class at the moment, which I'm sure they'll tweak and it'll become more balanced. I'm hoping over time. We'll see.
Shadowheart and my druid with 1 out of 31. Okay. Yes, that's what I want to see from you. So we got Shadowheart left.
He's about to wipe though, so.
No, Nick. I think this is gonna be it. I think this is where we have to admit defeat.
Is the hag gonna prevail?
The hack will prevail.
Your secret's
All the people that
safe.
bet against me are gonna be correct. Shadowheart, she's what? She's frightened.
There it is.
Ah!
GG.
It's a hack
It's a hack.
apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
Oh, come on now.
All right. Well, that did not go exactly as we had expected, but such is the nature of live gameplay.
There's
So-
one thing our production team wants us to remind the viewers is when the patch is gonna come
Oh,
out.
yeah, it's right, actually. We should mention this. So patch 4 is currently still in QA. We had hoped it was going to be ready this week, but we found some nagging bugs that we wanted to absolutely fix before we gave it to you. So we're waiting actually for word from our QA when it's ready. We expect it's going to be next week. We don't know exactly when next week, but once we have that, we will be sure to announce it on
Soon
our channel.
TM.
So a little bit more patience. You could see glimpses of the Druid gameplay here, because I didn't do it as well as I had hoped I was going to do it. But there's a lot of cool stuff to explore with it when you try it out. Now, need to mention, this is still early access, so only get into it if you are interested in how a game evolves during early access. Otherwise, wait for the full game to be there. But
You
yeah,
die
as you
yourself.
can see, it is evolving, and there's a lot of... the Druid class actually does add a lot of gameplay. I had a lot of fun fooling around with it. I can actually win this fight. If the loaded dice are on my side.
I saw that. It happened.
So, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us on early access. As always, let us know your thoughts. We are reading, we are listening. We're very curious to see how you guys are going to abuse or use the Druid and your parties and multiplayer and single player. Very, very curious about what you're going to think about the new update. So it's coming to your way soon. We will be obviously continuing development. We still have a long journey ahead of us. There's going to be many updates, but bit by bit, we're going to get there and make BG3 the game that it deserves to be. With all of that said, I want to thank everybody involved in preparing this. This was not the easiest thing to set up in the Corona circumstances, but we managed nonetheless. Thank you everybody here on the panel also for joining me and being so cool. And thank you for watching. So we're going to dash off with a trailer that shows the Druid in all of its shapes, and then it's going to be until next time on the next update or on the next panel from hell. Take care everybody, bye bye, cheers.
Bye bye.
An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The Druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. There was but one Druid who guarded the circle. Who protected our ways.
A 40 damage critical hit? Okay.
You burn like fire. You howl like wind. You are Faith Warden. Go forth and let your might be known.
Oh! Oh my! I now want to play Druid. That's all it took. Right there. I'm good. So the Mind Flare and Earthed Power as a Druid is you get to be turned to an Intellect Devourer? That's fun. That's really fucking fun. Oh my. That was cool. Alright. So that's it. So big things to talk about. They referenced a Flaming Fist, which is actually the Flaming Fist from Baldur's Gate 3, which is a mercenary group that is used to protect Baldur's Gate 3. I missed part of that, but it sounded like they said that Gith Yankee had the Flaming Fist, which I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something there. They referenced that they updated some really cool stuff that was debatable whether they should or not, such as Witch Bolt being able to electrify spells and water, which will probably inflict stun, which is what I'm worried about, because if you stun something with Witch Bolt, it makes the spell a lot more powerful than it's supposed to be, which I don't like. Druid obviously was huge part of it. Tons and tons and tons and tons of updates graphically and bug fixes. They leaked, if you would, if not confirmed, multi-classing as far as talking about how you can multi-class Druid spells with Cleric. It's being really strong. So we're going to say that's what happened. Overall, the update will be out next week, they said sometime. Soon TM. But thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate you. It was a rough little 2.5 hour stream that happened very long. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, so hello YouTube. If you guys want to check it out there, you guys always put exclamation point YouTube in the channel to see the YouTube link. I would love for you guys to stop by and subscribe and follow. I'm also going to be uploading our D&D sessions from Roll20 through the video Discord, which is West Marches, to YouTube, which will be called the channel called the Ashen on my YouTube. So if you want to check that out, you guys always come check that stuff out too. I'm going quickly because I have to use the bathroom. But thank you all very much for hanging out with me on this special stream for the From Hell panel for Baldur's Gate 3. I am not sure if I'll be back tonight, but if I'm not back tonight, I will be back on Saturday, and we'll be streaming more Valheim. So thank you all very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.